Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube slash Imaxit slash Imaxit YouTube channels. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. So we had gotten a topic here. Two topics we're gonna be doing today because people bad me up that I need to come live. So I've decided that I'm going to chop up this one that I had to talk about for a while now, and I realized that it came up back today. So I'm going to be chopping it up, which is the Greenwood situation, because the day when we reported the Greenwood situation, it turned out that right after, the next morning, England put out an article saying, our persons inside the English media put out an article that the kid should not ever play for Jamaica again. So hear me, play for England again. So I have to start ask the necessary questions. So I want you guys to get involved, and then we can start chop it up. All right? Yeah, we want you guys to get involved, and then we can start chop it up. All right? Yes, we had done a video just a while ago talking about serious businesses, which is the CONCACAF U17. We can still touch on that a little bit more, and this is more of a freer stream that people can come on and speak their mind, because I realize people try their best to disrupt the stream talking about other stories. So this is the video for the other story. All right, and you can put all of your story in this one, and we just don't do it in the other streams because we want to make sure we go forward progressive. All right, yes, we want the channels to go forward and live in peace. So if I never covered this, if I never talked about it, or like I never have a conversation with you guys, you're gonna keep on plaguing me. So I want to make sure we get it out, it all out. So you guys, let me know your thoughts. We reason it out, and then we are done. Anyways, let me big up the people inside the chat. We have Merrick. Thanks very much for the super chat. Massive respect with the support. Then we have Island Cart in the building. Massive respect for the support. Earl Banjo, Suriname in the building. Big up. Massive respect for that. Weezy said, I'm predicting Greenwood playing for Man City in the championship next season. So you hear all the Manchester City slander coming, everything. So the man them save everything for this stream. Oh my God. So anyways, let me just go to the let me just go to the actual information at hand at this point. All right, they said why Mason Greenwood, who has had rape charges against him dropped, must not play for England again. All right. And that's what I'm talking about. You have a thing called standards. And I don't know if it only worked for some, because clearly they are coming out. This is in articles saying he should not play for England again. United have a huge decision to make. But there is no such debate when it comes to whether Greenwood should represent his country. Writes Henry Winter. All right. Wow. So he's saying because it's a club, it's down to them to decide if he should play for their club. But when it comes on to England, it should be a no-brainer. He should not be playing back for England. Damn. That is, let me know if, I know people will come off different in this one, but I really want to hear you guys take in the rewatch and everything. You think that is too strong? Cause I understand where they're coming from. I'm gonna go through the rest of the article, but it just sound out, it just come off a way like I'm struggling to find ways how to put it properly, But it just come off a way. Damn. Wow. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you guys. Damn. Bless up Christmas. Thanks for being here. Yo, Wagwan. We are here about CPT. We are here, man. We are here chopping up this discussion. But I want to hear what you guys have to say on this, because this is not looking good. This looks like they can get him to play for Jamaica. Because if he wants to play international football, it clearly looks like they don't really want him to play because of maybe the high standards that set. The last time a man said to me that, would you like a man to play for Jamaica that beat up a kid or beat up a lady or something? He brought that up, But It's tough, man. It's tough. I just think that they are going in on him a little bit too hard. That's my take still. You know, because you should always give room to recovery, room for improvement. Because if you're we're not it is so in a way, but how can you be incentivized if you're trying to improve yourself as a human being? What if it's the motivation for him to represent England, for him to really see the light of becoming a better human being? Not saying that should be the case, but I'm just asking. So you're gonna just say that the guy should not play for England no time again, even when they drop the case, because dropping the case does not necessarily mean you're innocent as well. So you have to always remember that it does not necessarily mean you're innocent, guys. All right, it does not necessarily mean you're innocent, but the fact that they're gonna come out flat out and say that, it just goes to show you what Jamaica need to learn about how people set different standards everywhere. You understand me? Oh, John Doe said, Image said that. Yes, it was John Doe said that. Yes, for real. John Doe said it for real. But we want to hear from you guys. I'm gonna go through the article. Just trying to put out the information here so that I'm live, because I never wanted this to go to the end of the ropes, you know, because people bad me up. People bad me up that I should come back on the stream. So, and then I'm back and I don't see them, you know? Yeah. Yeah, damn, man. I know this is gonna be all over the place, in terms of who supports the article and who don't. All right. But guys, remember, it's football, you know. It's football, and you have to. If you say no, if you say no, you should explain to me why you're saying no. All right, because I'm gonna go through the chat now. All right. Dima said bun Mason Greenwood. So Dima J bun him out. Oh my God. Dima, explain to me why. If you agree with this statement, explain to me why. JD Greenwood need to come play for Jamaica. Now he realized that he cannot play for England. Yes. Ayas Abs, thanks very much for being here. England loss can be Jamaica's gain. That is true. If he was found guilty, but the evidence they can't convict him, so he should be free to live his life now. I kind of agree with that statement, but I know people will come and say, yo, if it was a sister, you understand me? But they had brought him to a court. So why is it the court can't just be the end of be all? Obviously, Manchester United said they're gonna do their separate investigation. So clearly they don't want him to play. I clearly saw that they don't want him to play. They have a next article saying that they don't want him back in the dressing room because he's gonna disrupt the flow of what they're doing. So that's why they never took him back. So I've gotten the information why they never took him back. They literally released that, said the players them don't want him in the dressing room because he's going to disrupt the flow of the team and stuff because of all the attention coming and stuff. Damn, it's getting rough on this kid here, man. My goodness, man. So they don't. So really and truly, they could have had him back in their dressing room, you know. But they literally said they don't want him back in the dressing room. So how are you going to bring him back next year? And how can he? Wow. Wow. JD, are you really surprised by that? It is England, and remember, he's black. He's a black player and not white. Damn, damn. Danica, I want to hear people's honest opinion. JD, you saw what the JFF said in the Observer. No, I'm just reporting directly here. So tell me what the JFF said, because he's getting beaten in England every left, right, and center. So I don't know. The man. Not saying he was proven he was proven not guilty because they said they dropped the case. All right, so clearly they had some evidence to say that you did something, but it was not good enough to prove the charges that they wanted to lay on you. That's the whole story. All right. Tell me what's in the Observer so we can go and get it. JFF. Get Greenwood and talk to him and try to convince him. I would agree there. They're acting like he was found guilty. That is England, trust me. If the evidence was there, he would have been convicted. Yes, so the fact, and that's why I want to hear from Dima and them, and they will say, burn out Greenwood. I want to hear where they're coming from, you know, because we can learn here, guys, and these videos should always be about learning. So I really want to see how people view it. If he was convicted, I'll agree. He shouldn't play for England, but his charges were dropped. The vice recordings have made him guilty in court of public opinion, but anything can be manipulated. All right. I missed the statement. Oh, this go now. One, United said them don't want him in the dressing room because it's gonna cause more harm than anything good. And England, and they're writing in the paper said that he should not play. If United want him, it's okay. They can make their decision in, but he should not play for England again. You understand me? Yes. These men are putting out some strong statements. We saw what we saw. Bon Mason, let him serve his punishment. Yeah, but Demo, so his punishment is in life now. In after the Demon need for call in and come and give him statement, because I can't understand Demon. Demon say let him he serves his punishment. Oh. Okay, all right. JD, England always fight out black people. Them okay. The JFF said they would welcome him with open arms. But what about you going to try and make sure you present yourself at this point to be important and help him out, like how he's going through this tough time? If you look at every article, he's not saying anything good about the kid. You understand me? So this is a period you should try and reach out to him. Algrim said reach out to him, explain to him the situation, explain. Don't just rush into him. If it was me, I would not rush into him talking about playing for Jamaica. Just trying to make sure we be there through the tough times. If he wants somewhere to make sure he can stay fit and everything, I have no problem. He could come here, no problem. But I would try and talk to him as a one-to-one person, because remember, we want him to play for Jamaica, but we don't want to just. We want to show that we are more than just want somebody to come do something for us. You understand me? We want more than that. All right? Yes. Let me know if you agree that way. JD, that is why they have a court and investigators. And if they find, but the problem is, Chris Smith, they said they're gonna do different for the club now. They're gonna do their own investigation. That clearly, and I told you guys here that they never wanted him in the dressing room. That's what I said to you, and then we literally saw the statement came out that the players voted that they don't want him in the dressing room. That is definitely sad. I would not go back to that club. If the evidence they have can't convict him, says a lot. If the England court system can't convict, says a lot. If the video and audio evidence out there and they can't say a lot, and what is this new material? I don't know what is the new material, but they said they wanted to go back. Manchester United said they wanted to go and do their own assessment. Did England make the statement? I just came in. No. It's in the article. And I'm gonna go through it. The Times, 3 minutes. February 3rd. It was here out for a while, It came out in numerous articles. So that's why I had it here, but I wanted to do the video, but I never got any time. But now we saw more things bulking up, because it was yesterday I heard the Manchester United statement. Alright, so it just keep bulking up, alright? It just keep bulking up for us. Hurricane dash with them chances and a lone excuse for him. Mecca did Saka or Rashford. Yes, that would be a tough one. Alright, Dima J, we want to hear from you when you have time. Mason Phil left Manu and go play outside England. Okay. Basically, public opinion court counts just as much as actual court. Yes, nowadays, that is true. 1000%. Nowadays, public opinion is even worse than courts. Because remember, sponsors and those things to come on board will pose a problem. You understand me? That will pose a problem every single time. You get me? And a man can use the excuse to say that we are in the new media time, and if we put you out there, it might cost us more than what we are gonna gain. So we're not gonna jump the gun, and they don't do it. Demo a church man. Okay, no man, Demo a good guy. Kai, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Guys, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Get us to 100 so we can get some visibility here. That's why feelings don't go court. If I saw having a legal system would make no sense. Well, nowadays it makes no sense because people prison you outside court nowadays, and social media people prison you. Believe me. Kai, big up yourself, man. Alan Carter said, agree with you on that. All right. If he found not guilty, why them a treat him like that? But tell you what, because it's different. If different organization. The organization of football say, listen to me, man. You have to. We are going to assess you, Manchester United. We're going to assess the situation. We're going to get our own independent investigator, do the thing. Whenever it finishes, we will consider if we're going to take it back. You know. Yes, so they are doing their own thing. Then the public opinion now, the newspaper articles, maybe could be swayed from one side to write these things to prove that, oh, what Manchester United doing is the right thing. Because sometimes people can do these things. You know, it's not just in Jamaica alone. People put things in an article and set up in the newspapers. You know, they set it up worldwide as well too, to make it look justified of what they're doing. Because a lot of people will be out there burning them out. You get me? Because I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Yo, so then what's up with this? Why is he you guys pushing him one side? It makes no logical sense. It's tough, man. Forgiveness is fine. But he needs to serve some time out of the game. Okay, so the guy never served time, Demo. Out of the game, like out of the game when he was actually going through his situation. So you need more time. You need time separate and apart from the court case to say that yes, this is because of what you did. You should get punished by that separate in the footballing world. That's what you're saying, Demo. Because it looks like that's what Demo wanted. Demo want him to get punished for in the public court as well. The video and the audio released was just as damaging as a guilty verdict to his career in the eyes of some fans. All right. He's not proven innocent either. All right. Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. There is no video evidence. She could have been bleeding from anything. The audio recording is more convincing and still could be out of context. All right. I am United. Okay, because of the backlash. Okay. Those evidence kill him bad. Okay, no problem. Charges dropped, very different from not guilty. Still don't think a not guilty verdict would change people. Yes, that's what I'm saying. The perceptions wouldn't change out there either. All right, because clearly people burning out the man same now. You know, United player don't want him in now because it disrupt the team. But he's a professional, and that's what these are the conditions we learn. All I'm telling you, young kids, don't get involved in these things. So hard it is. You're out of jail. You're not going to court, but yet still you can't have a job. You can't have a job, so you have to go into a secondary court, and it's the public opinion which you're not going to ever win. You get me? Opponents fans will blast him just like they did Jimmy Vardy. Your wife is a grass. Okay, damn. The Ronaldo situation was similar, and he never got backlash. Yes, he never got, but Ronaldo is kind of bigger, so it's easier for him to get away with these things. JD, I see a woman beat herself up and lie on a guy because he leave her. But the problem is, it's hard for me to come here and say that when people say they have documents and stuff. So that's why I just wanted to stay and actually what they had in court. You know. CR7 never went to court. It was all allegations. Okay, fair enough. Float management says he served 13 months already. Demo. So they're saying Demo has spent so much time already. So what more you want him to spend? So that simple means Demo. If you never want him to, if you're okay with them not put him in the team, and clearly you don't agree with him for being in the English team, you would not want him in Jamaica team either. Right, you would not want him in Jamaica team either. So Demo need Dima is the man. We come with the foolishness to talk. Dima the man where we have the. We, Dima is the man where we have to reason with now, alright? Guys, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure to share. Make sure to subscribe. Alright? Yeah, man. Alright, let me see now. Richard, the difference is nobody saw beating up a woman on tape or on voice note. I have I have sisters as well, you know. But we wanted to just reason civil demon. Right now you just have burn out the man because you have sisters. You understand? We have sisters as well. So we just want reason. So once we have sister and we hear allegation come out and even tape, which could have gone a lot of different sides and stuff, which I'm not, people don't get it wrong, I'm not picking up for him. I'm just trying to have a conversation, all right? So hope you understand where I'm coming from, all right? So all I'm saying, Demo, we cannot have a conversation, and we have to. So when and how he's going to be eligible to play Demo if it was you? JD, leave out Demo comment. He's just a hater of the youth. No man, Demo, I don't think he's a hater. He's reason. He says he's reason. So we want to hear from Demo. Let me open my phone line so people can call in and give their take on it. Alright, I've plugged in your phone. Some people are so gullible. They hear an audio recording and say he's guilty without knowing if it's manipulated. They see a photo of a girl with blood and believe whatever caption she puts. Okay. So you guys would want more definitive proofs before you believe. That's what you're saying. Okay. Dima, you don't play with All right, my goodness. All right. Why people acting like they don't know that the man did what he did? No, Demo, they're saying that they never got any proof. So, Demo, you have to produce the proof that he actually did what he did, and the court. So, Demo, if he did and could have proven that he did what he did, why the court let him go? Because, look, sometimes, look, for instance, if you have a recording, Demo, in life of you shooting a man, killing him, all right, and they have it on record, and they can prove that, and the witness don't want to come to court, to the witness that maybe can send the case over 200% conviction, which is no such thing as 200%, but 100%, put it like that, 100%, Demo. You think the court would you think the court would rely on just they would need that man because they have remember that this is the situation here. They do have the player already. They do have the tape already proving that you shoot the man and kill the man here. So you think they really need a witness to prove that? Or you think they would have dropped the case? Or you think they would have prisoned them? So all I'm saying, Demo, it's possible there could be a fine line. I'm not saying he's not guilty, but I'm saying there could be a fine line that they couldn't prove anything. You get me? Which that's what I read on a statement. So I want to see the evidence that Dima have. Hopefully they can send it to me, big boss. Kai said I believe this situation just like Johnny Depp's situation with a white lady. Okay. All right. Dean Fraser said only a black man. A person just said a white person went through the same thing. So I would not say it's only a white man. It has more than one personnel. 13 months and could be playing in his backyard still isn't a punishment. Okay, all right. So Demo just being harsh. We can clearly say Demo being harsh. I have daughter and sisters too. Mike Larry, big up yourself, man. Canada in the building. I have daughters, so trust me, this cuts deeply. But end of the day, I can't keep beating down Greenwood if he never get convicted. Yes. Was there any forensic analysis done, the video and the audio to prove it? No, nothing ever. We don't get those information, so I don't know where Dima basing his evidence off. JD, I see you a woman bust her lips and cry. Yeah, I saw that a few times, and then people figured it out in the end. Yes. So I don't know. I don't know. What if him woman like it rough and no, Jason, my God, Lord God, the conversation gone too deep. People, on the make sure to call in and give me your tip, because my goodness, this is this is a problematic one. All right. This is already a problematic one, guys. Already a problematic one. Just cut the bull and get the guy play for Jamaica. Well, that's what I'm saying. We putting it out and realizing that it's things that we were talking about from day one, it's actually out there now. You get me? Um, it proves that we expected England to start, people in England to start say these things, and everything since we finished on the topic went the exact way we had, as to what we had actually alluded to, that they're going to try every way to not make him play because of the new era that we are in. You're guilty until proven seriously, desperately innocent. Yes, it's opposite. It's opposite. Yes, so I never expected him to jump and play back anytime soon. All right, JD, DNA evidence and forensic evidence. England is way advanced in investigation. If they have the evidence, they would last Greenwood, and that's why I ask that. I know some people will get upset. Yeah, because they get upset. Whatever stance I pick on the video, they're gonna get upset. JD, you know what I realize with these white women, they always go into the relationship with a black player, and if they are popular in the football, that they will lie and say or whatever the situation is. Okay, I totally understand. JFF don't have a problem with him, so it's up to him, but the approach should be different as well. The approach should be different as well. All right. My ex threatened to beat up herself and tell the police I did it. I know what these females are capable of. This is coming from Richard Stewart. Damn, it's going down the wrong road, man. If evidence out there can't send him send him a court. Yes, so it's not really evidence good enough. That's what I'm saying. Maria Williams, you are guilty until proven innocent in England. They have some of the best investigators in Scotland Yard. If they released him, then they could not find the evidence. People can stage things. All right, that's what Mario saying. All right, so you see, everyone looking at it different. Everyone looking at it completely different. Completely different, guys. Everyone looking at it completely different. All right, so guys, let me see. Smash the like button. Get me out there. All right, so we are Dima J calling in. So let we hear what is Dima J's explanation towards him hardship. I know he said he has sisters. I have what? 5 sisters. I have a daughter. So I have a lady. I have a mother. I have aunties. But I just wanted to come from a standpoint that I could have a conversation on it, because going through the court case, I don't necessarily think it has proven that he's guilty fully. So that's why I wanted to have the conversation, Demo. So sorry, big boss. Good day. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, big up yourself, baby. May I get the feedback?
Yeah, get the feedback. Damn, man. I don't know what. It's okay now.
Let me hear. No, yeah, it's still there.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. It's supposed to be good now. I don't know if it's coming off my equalizer. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure, because yeah, but it gone right now, so that's good.
Yeah, but through the people, I wanted the people to hear you. But hopefully they might hear you. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit more. Yeah, continue, big boss.
All right, cool. So here's my thing. All right, I rate Mason Greenwood highly as a football player. I actually saw him from the youth days. I have a lot of Manchester United friends, and we talk about him all the time. I'm always want to grab him for Liverpool, but obviously that never there gone. Big talent. I think he can be one of the best footballers in the world. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
everybody what the situation is. Now everybody attack my comments,
Mm-hmm.
and then all I'm saying in the comment section is it can be staged, things can be fixed. Nobody is saying that it was, but it can. Obviously it can,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody saw what the videos were. Everybody heard what was said in the voice notes, and in the case was dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that the court system is not the best. Zine,
Yes, facts.
so when this came out, remember initially when this came out, them they say at one point, the father there come out and I say it was hacked and he never want this to come out and all of these things. Initially when this just come out,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if everybody who is living in the real world know that women stay in abusive relationships all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
No, there's I me know what it's like, Zine, because we see it on show and we'll probably experience it in our life somewhere or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Zine, so this came out and the charges were dropped. He was proven either guilty or innocent. The charges were dropped. You know how much other things can happen since everybody has say, oh, this can be fixed and it can. Well, what can happen is that them pay some money and the thing get dropped.
Yes.
Since we are go
That
on, it can
that
happen.
possible could happen as well. That is true.
Yeah, so everything can happen. Now, me just I use my own eyes and my own ears from the videos we came out and the thing the audio that we heard, me just use that for my base and I'm not tell nobody some better than nobody and all of them stuff there. Me just give my opinion on what this situation is and I work off of when me see and when me hear with my own eyes. I am no detective, me and Scooby Doo and Velma them. Mhm. But the thing just may take it for what it is. Like put two and two together from the whole it leak and them say them get hacked to abusive relationships to all of them stuff there and the case being dropped. For put two and two together and that's my conclusion. Now for the punishment, people
Yeah.
are say, oh, he was out of the game, so that's his punishment, and oh, you take with the thing with him love and all of these things. And sure, fine, but for me that's minor. Like, yo, give him a 2 year ban or something. The man could have still when he up on the house arrest. The man could have still
Yes,
then
yeah. Yeah.
him could have still do whatever he want to like. That for me is not severe
So
enough
so the
for women
so
to know.
why they never just prison him for the time then? Because remember, so that means you are not agreeing with the job that they did then as a as a court system then, because it's hard for him to be out there for 2 years, and then you give him two more, just give him two more
No,
because
no, but JD, like that's what me say. Me no business boy with the court do. Me say what me would do
Okay,
because the
okay.
court need innocent or guilty. Zine, so me can argue with them do. Me just say me personally, 2 years from when me see and when me hear, at least 2 years out of the game. And him not playing on England either. Him have to go a Saudi Arabia or one of them places, China or something like that.
Okay, damn.
You know what I
Wow.
mean? Because me
So after
believe
the
the
two
people
years, you
forget
say
it
China him to go. China him with a guy, you don't want him if him want to go play football. No, him go to China and then place there. That's what you say.
Exactly.
Okay,
Like
okay.
he have to get 2 years out of football, and then when he come back, he have to work him way back. Like for me, that's punishment.
All right then. All right.
Zine, you can't just come back and start make a bag of money again and just live life like say nothing never happened. And so I understand when the Manchester United players I say them probably don't want him back in the camp right now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
remember even Rashford, when it just happened, even Rashford, you believe that them man in the know what happened, brother?
Yes,
Them man in the know.
me think said that no, that is the place where people might be persuaded that definitely him do something wrong. You know why? Because Rashford and them guys they really stood up for him, and if everybody if they can him say everybody come together, it's not the coach alone. They say it's a vote up in there, and him say it's best that he
No,
does not come back. So they never acted
no, but
like a one
even
person. So that mean what Rashford him have a vote too. You get me?
no, but the thing is, when it just happened,
Mm-hmm.
and the news broke. Remember, say Rashford he put out a post by Instagram, a post with him girlfriend, and I say, yo, he must stick to him and love her, whatever. Like it was some encrypted thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then him come out again and post The other day when time this whole Mason Greenwood things the charges dropped, say let us not look behind, let us keep looking forward. Another encrypted stuff as soon as this came out. Zine?
Mm-hmm.
So for me know say people and players know what are going, and that's why some of them things they happen. So people can turn a blind eye if them want. Everybody entitled to them own opinion. For me personally, me a born Greenwood.
All right, then
Me,
respect.
me can
Me respect your
yeah,
stance, brother.
me can see all of that and feel comfortable in myself. I go cheer for him and I say, oh, come on Jamaica, ray, knowing what him do and not serve any punishment.
All right.
That's just my thing.
All right, so Dima, give him take, you know. Say if you don't want to call in, you can call in and debate his take or something. Respect Dima, boss, yeah? Because people
Big
get
up.
upset, you know, chat them for calling and give them side so we can put it on record, you know? Make we hear because we want to hear. Maybe
Uh,
Dima could change, you know. So come call in and hear what we hear what I say. Respect Dima. Yeah,
big up.
man. Alright, guys, as you come in, make sure to smash the like button. We are gonna go through the comment section, but make sure to get the likes up because the more people, the more likes on the video, the more people we will possibly draw to here, and then we might get the answer what we're looking for. Because Demo, it don't look like Demo in this info coming to Jamaica. You get me? And clearly, they Gleaner capitalize on it, hearing that England don't really want him for play. You know, at least that's the vibe in the camp for him not to play for England either. You know, Richard says can't take a man serious that rates strength highly. That is just fighting demon there. People who heard the audio recording and a certain is guilty also think Star War is real. Okay, my God, so I still don't believe. So guys, Dima give his point. So please call in and give your point. El Padrino, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right, Rashford program, bro. But the problem is all of the majority voted that they don't want him in the dressing room. So I can't act like it people, I can't act like it's a lie. That's exactly what happened. So he's just going through it. All right. Christopher Wisdom says, it could also be Rashford didn't want the competition. Okay, okay. I think Rashford in the form of his life. I don't think he would welcome the competition to make sure he can stay on his toe. You know, I want to see Greenwood Greenwood. All right. All right. Gio, massive respect, Gio. So finally, Mason Greenwood is not accepted by English society anymore. Yeah, it's leading like that, you know. It's leading like that. Kid on the block. Because Nofa uno know sir uno mother get beat up. And no father what? Okay, I think people give in take, so if you don't criticize anybody, people taking their stance. Remember, the case was dropped, you know. You understand? Because they couldn't find enough evidence to push forward as well. So that is something. All right. Let me just go through the both articles. All right. All right. This is the next one. Everyone you talk to in football about Mason Greenwood pauses before replying. Everyone can see the talent, the fearlessness, and the two-footedness in the penalty area. He's a 100 million, 173 million AUD player. Someone said after the obligatory paused. Others, after the pause, see how damaging it would be for Manchester United to have Greenwood back in the famous red shirt. He's embarrassed the club. Another said after the pause. All right, so clearly they don't even want him in the Man United team. The pausing for thought is because the situation is so complicated. Because all the charges are of attempted rape and assault have now been dropped against Greenwood, but he has some explaining still to do to the club, to his club, and his fans. The distressing audio clip, which a woman who the Crown Prosecution Service CPS had alleged to be Greenwood's appears to be forcing a woman to have sex with him cannot easily be erased from the public's memory. How would such behavior tally with the professional expected to be a role model? So I think everything is surrounding on sponsorship and imagery. You get me? Yes. So they're saying even though that happened, oh, we are going to move on from this. Oh, we are going to deal with it this way. You understand me? Because it's UK and the Premier League is a money marketing driven system. You understand me? Yeah. So that's why. All right. Yeah. So people can call in. Yeah. Let me go through the rest because people really going off. Guys, it's the same argument in England, so it's okay, Kid on the Block, to have the conversation. Okay. Um, I saw the audio and it was bad. He has to be given a chance to turn his life around. We are all human and make mistakes. All right. Antonio Rogers, how you doing, man? Greenwood out to look for a club in France and or Spain. Playing in England will be a mental impact on him. All right, Christopher. I disagreed with Greenwood. Was playing. Cristiano and Bruno were starting, and Rashford was coming off the bench. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. It's fair. Mario, exactly. Tell them again. The girl can't do anything. It's all in the investigator towards hand. All right, Boss Thomas said, I urge everyone that is available for jury duty in any country to take up such task. If requested by the courts, you will learn a lot. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Dreddy, what do you?
Yeah, man, me there here, man. How are you doing, man? You know,
What's up?
yeah, call in the program. What say you on this topic? Because this is a heated topic. People definitely jumping from one side, and we don't want no disrespect. We want people to reason logical. So what say you?
Yeah. The thing with this thing in a JD is that sometimes in life we like to look at things from a third party thing and not realize that we could be the one in that position. Not saying that you or I would hurt a female a certain way or whatever, but it could be anything else in the law and you were wrongfully judged or whatever. And then you're not given a chance to prove that you did not do what it is that you're saying that you did. No person's talking about the recording and whatever. The persons who are professionals in these things, the lawyers or prosecutors, those persons also heard the same recordings. So if they're
Yeah.
professionals and they know, what they're doing, why do I have the right to believe that I know more than them? And in this scenario, remember it's not a white man, so we can't claim he's white. Is white
Yes.
privilege.
Yes. So we cut out that side now. It's literally the opposite of. It's what we always try to jump on. It's completely opposite. It's one of our own. No. So clearly nobody doing him any
We
favor on
can't
that
say it's
side.
white privilege. We can't say it's white
Yeah,
privilege
but
because
what
now it's a black man.
Bossy Dima trying to say that people could cover it up as well because he's not just because it's not white privilege. He's rich, and rich kind of cancel out white privilege, to be honest. Like you could pay your way out of things. So that's why Demo kind of still question things, because Demo move it to a different extent. So what say you on that? If that was the what presented to you?
The thing is, you can pay yourself out of certain things, but when things get to a certain level, especially when you're a professional footballer, you will know how these things work. We see Rooney years ago get into issues with females, you have to pay off females, female catching and stuff like that. When you're a professional footballer, you're a target. There's a lot of careers that can be made out of you. So if
Okay.
people not jumping into something is something kind of off, not saying that he did not do it, that's not what I'm saying. But if you are a female and you are hurt, and there are persons who can witness this thing, you're telling me that these people just automatically just take a pee off and then just cut so? Are
Yeah.
these people that
Well, you have a point there. You have
are
a
these
point there.
people?
You have a point there. You have a point there.
No, the point is, if these persons who are the witnesses If you come forward as a witness, it means that you would be on the female side. No?
Yes, yes, yes. Of course, yeah.
Right. So why would you take a payoff?
Um, and that is because what you're describing is the witnesses as well. But he's saying, remember, the father came out and made a statement, so why this even came out. So he's saying that maybe they were trying to keep it under wraps, and then others came out with it, and then it couldn't go back down. So that's why it had to continue and go to the courts. But maybe by that time they got to that person as well, just like how they could have gotten to the father, because the father never really wanted to bring it to the courts because the first remarks he made, which I read it as well. And I was saying, damn, this seems like it's a money grab. Because it looks like this man, if somebody beat up a daughter, the first thing your intention should be is to try and definitely get this to court. But you're saying, how is this out there, you know? So it was
Yeah,
questionable. So I understand where Demo coming from.
asking your opinion. So where is the girl in this now? Does she do any interviews or anything like since the charges dropped?
No, because really and truly, it's clearly if it drops and it looks like him and her still have a connection or something, you know, I think if it drops, I think she would want to stay out of the limelight. But she's on Instagram, you know. She does have an Instagram page, so that's somewhere that we can follow up to figure it out as well, because that is somewhere where we could truly learn. Because he's going through it now, you know, because England is one of those places that don't really care. They will definitely stick it on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I have seen a read and them basically saying that, well, basically where things look right now, it's not enough because you know the system work off like without reasonable doubt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So I don't want to work off the precedents that maybe some people get paid off backdoor. No, because we have to work on what we are seeing. And the persons that basically put out the report and saying, yo, that's not enough, but we're kind of still looking at the case to make sure and see
Okay.
if
Yeah.
anything come forward. If any more witnesses want to come forward, please come
Yes,
forward. But
I
at this
like
point in
your
time, we
stance.
don't
That
have it.
I like the stance you take, but I respect the stance. And I disagreed with him at certain points, but I agreed with him at certain points because he showed that side. So, but so right now you have no problem with him playing football, and you have no problem with him going back to England. If it was up to you, based off what they judged him on, you would let him play for England
If
and
I
play
if
for
I
his club.
if I was in charge of the team, I'm not saying I would let him play, but then it also depends on who the person is, because these things are business. Remember recently Kyrie Irving playing and Nick Drew coming. And if that was somebody else that was worth the trouble, it wouldn't it would not have mattered. So these things come down to, okay, is the player worth the trouble? Unfortunately for Greenwood,
Mm-hmm.
he's not worth the trouble. You know what I mean? So these we don't a lot of time people think these football teams being ethical and stuff like it's nothing like that. They just know that okay, if this was Ronaldo, that is worth the trouble. Probably 10 years ago. You know, and we want him to play. He changes the team a lot and want him to play. Lionel Messi, anybody else, we want him to play. No one would have the team wouldn't care. They would deal with all the backlash if it leads to wins.
Oh yeah. Because I had said it the other day, and I said, if Manchester never sit in this position right now, they would have. That's where hypocrisy comes. Because I too do believe that they would have took him back
Of
in the
course.
team, even with the backlash. But because they're doing so good now, and everything is about the team and everything. Thank God, great work from Tenag and everything. Not cursing them out. I'm
Precisely.
just saying because it's a condition of the team why they don't take him back in the team at this point. All they're saying that they're doing a separate investigation. They just believe that it will cause a problem right now, rather than actually
No,
helping them.
no,
You know?
no. No, because anybody else that was worth the trouble, they would have accepted it. And when they got the backlash, they would have said, well, the prosecution did all that they can do and nothing came of it, so that's why we took it back. That's what they would have literally said. So we know how these people work out things. You see it in basketball all the time. If you're worth the trouble, it doesn't matter. The team will deal with everything that comes with you.
Yeah.
Greenwood just not good enough to be worth the trouble. So I don't want people to get into a thing where you can, even though you know we have sisters, little sisters, older sisters as well. You have to remember that this man could also be you.
Yes.
And nothing probably don't go so. And we like to talk about the UK favorably in the sense that when it comes to truth and rights and justice, they will push this thing forward. So if there's nothing is there, I think the argument about saying that maybe some man pay off some man, I don't think we should go to that argument because we say we love the UK system or them deal with certain things.
Yeah, so we should have stopped right there and believe, say, they have tried their best to prosecute him, and it just never
Yeah,
came. Okay.
if it's Jamaica now. Yeah, if it's Jamaica now, we know that some man crack a thing and deal.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that one. If it's Jamaica, I am not believing nothing, but I think the
Yeah.
UK tried their best with a combination of things that people said in the chat. Everything would have gone against him, so they want to
Yeah,
prosecute you.
man. So
You know?
we're not saying people could get paid off, but I don't think it's a strong argument, seeing that we love the UK system so much.
Yes,
And talk about how they always do things. You understand?
yes, I fully agree with you, man. Respect, big boss, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just text me after so I can save the number. Yeah, respect, man. Good
Yeah, man.
call.
Yes, sir,
All right,
man.
yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah, man. No problem.
yeah,
Love the program.
yeah. All right. All right, that's a good call. So hope you heard everything that he said. Let me go through the comment section, guys. Get the likes upon the video, as I've said. The likes help the video, guys. If you click the video, we are having a conversation. If you click the video, it helps the video. So hit the damn like button. You get the 200 video likes on the video, more people come. All right, so get it to 4,000 likes. All right, Skillish. Once there is a evidence of rape, the prosecutor is going to go ahead with the case, even if they have to treat the witness as hostile. Yes, I do agree there. In the courts of the prosecutor, in the courts, if the prosecutor cannot find him guilty without any reasonable doubt, the charges will have to drop. Okay, all right. The girl claimed she was being abused for a while. If she set him up, why is that hard to believe? Demon, the man just call you and give him take, Alright? And JD, it's on the system hands. He can't pay off the girl. Again, it reached too far. How people can change your statements, bossy. Now I'm making sure to stay objective, Alright? Owen said he is definitely worth it for Jamaica. Alright, that is the next phase of conversation because we have closed in almost an hour. Alright, so this is what's coming from Jamaica today. If you look in the Gleaner, so they said after a year after a year after his arrest, Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood is free to resume a football career that looked set to make him one of the biggest stars in the sport. All right, yeah, it looked before. It looked like he would have turned out to be one of the biggest star. I'm not sure about now. Where he goes from here, however, is unknown. Totally agreed with that side. The 21-year-old Greenwood, who also played for England's national team, had charges of attempted rape, controlling, and coercive behaviour and assault dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service this week. While he is likely to be eager to resume playing after 12 months out of action, United said he would have to wait a little longer. All right. On Thursday, United said it would conduct its own process before determining next steps. No time frame has been put on that undertaking, and Greenwood is not expected to return to training or be considered for selection until it is concluded. All right. I can't say anything about it. United manager Eric Ten Hag said yesterday. I refer to the statement of the club, and at this moment, I can't add anything. United are one of the most famous clubs in the world with billions of fans and commercial deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The decision about how to handle Greenwood is likely to be about more than just football. With the club's image and the commercial appeal also under consideration. All right. So with that said, the club's image. All right. So that's kind of pointing towards to say that if it's if it's if it's if it's big clubs we are looking out for, it simply means he's not going to get to big clubs then. Because other big clubs have the same commercial appeal as United, if not close, close. Liverpool and Arsenal, they have similar big imagery. So are we saying that if they took that stance and it's in England because and it's the culture, are we saying his career is done then at a big level? Because if it's going to affect you right there, I think it's going to affect you right around England. If this is the stance that they're going to take, it's going to affect you right around England. So, this is tough, man. This is tough. JD, listen. Do know all Jamaicans. I see the report for domestic violence, and the woman support them to the fullest, and the court still find them guilty. Okay, but I got what you're saying, brother. Akin Minds, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You need to ask the people if they think he's innocent. Okay. Dima said I should ask you guys if you think he's guilty. So let me know, guys. Should I put a poll up to ask if he's guilty, or if you think he's guilty or not? Or you just want to comment? So if you just put, you have 111 people here at the moment. Just put yes or no. You think he's guilty? Yes or no. Let me know. All right, because he's guilty in the court of public opinion. Man United are worried about commercial effects. But the problem is, so what the other big teams will do? The other big teams will do the same thing. So that simply means his career is done then. If this is the approach you're going to be taking, which party he's going to play then? He's going to go to, which party he's going to play? Clearly he can't go in England because none of the other teams, all of the other teams, it will be the same situation. So he can't go in England then. I don't know if France, I think France rules. Spain. You think he could go to Spain? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. All right, we saw people said no. So Demo people say no. The man is a free man. Balakik said, JD, I leave that up to the Almighty. I am not no judge. Okay. All right, but damn. Innocent in the courts doesn't mean he's not guilty. God damn. You know what I can't understand? Why is it more people can't go to prison in a Jamaica then? And look how we are prison this man. And look how tough we set up to go against the guy now. But yet still we can't stand up when when you have to prison our own people. You get me? The man is out, and we still prison him 4 more times. I have no problem with it, we're just reasoning, but I'm just asking. All right. No poll is needed. Guilty by worst standards. By what standard? If you think him do the thing, bro. If you think he actually did it, you get me? That's all I'm asking, because people said he could be proven not guilty but still guilty. All right, so the people still not believing. So would you like him to play for Jamaica, guys? Let me be straightforward then. Let me get to the point. Would you like him to play for Jamaica? Because clearly, I want to hear that part. I want to hear that part. Would you like him to play for Jamaica? Would you like him to play for Jamaica? That's the part that we have to go to now. Mr. Dre said English public still think he's guilty. Yes, of course, but they just don't want him to play for. They just don't want him to play for England. Simple. They just don't. They just don't. They go, Mr. Dre. You get me? All right. I'd rather Jamaica pursue Ivan Toney than Greenwood. Okay. All right. That's what iRevive said. So iRevives don't want him then. No problem. Akin Minds. In these circumstances, it ends careers. Hard to get out from this due to the so-called ethical behaviors these clubs claim. It's business. They don't want any negative impact on their sponsors. Okay, so I think it's done for him then, because if he can't play for Man United, I don't see him playing for Liverpool. I don't see him playing for Arsenal. I think he has to come out of England then and go back and make sure he's one of the perfect examples. Yes. JD, the judge them have to do them work. Okay. Lower tier teams will want him. His performances will financially outweigh the negative branding. Okay, so you think that he has to go down to a championship and then come back up? Damn. What happens to the French players that got vindicated of the rape allegation? Mendy. Mendy, they said he still have one case left. So he got cleared for a lot, almost every one of them, but one still left. So we're still waiting. So he was cleared of everything. Mendy still waiting on one to get cleared. So that's the last article we read. All right. So we're still waiting. While we worshipped politicians in Jamaica, but all right, the man will lose it. All right. We cannot say that he's innocent or guilty because we were not there. We have to leave it in the laws. But the law literally said the man to come out. So we are reasoning with you. What should we? Okay, so people said yes, they would want him to play for Jamaica. Skillish says burn out. So Skillish saying no. All right, yes. All right, so we're getting a good amount of yes. But you still have the occasional no's. All right, damn. All right. If Greenwood to be if Greenwood to the crime, if he did the crime, he should serve the time. But he's out. You know, so you know what? I know what I'm going to do. You see, a next Jamaican local barn case will come up. I'm gonna do that because I think you guys can resonate to them a little bit more. So it's not like I think you're gonna be biased, you know, but because I truly believe that you can resonate to them a little bit more. So you can use the instances of how Jamaica run and stuff, and how you perceive your culture and stuff, and I want to see if your answer stays the same. Because I have a feeling you're not gonna believe the girls, and you're not gonna do certain things. I just have a feeling that's how you guys are gonna approach it. Yes, I would like him to play for Jamaica. This kid need a second chance. Island Card, yes, JD, would you like him to play for Jamaica? Yes. I've said it the last time, yes. According to report, the players don't want him back in the team. They said it's this season, so I'm not going to act like the reports kind of swayed to this season. You get me? So and right now, I think, at first I thought they never wanted him in the team, none at all. But when I heard them said, oh, you know, it's going to unsettle the team and it's going to take away what we're doing and everything, you know. So that's why they don't want him in the team. But we will see. Let me wait until next year. Or let wait until they claim to say they're finished with their investigation, you know. So Mendy was guilty because it seems like from somebody come say something, you're guilty. But Mendy was in prison, right? Mendy was in prison for the whole time. The whole time. And I don't know if he's on house arrest now. I'm not sure. I have to check it first, all right? If the man they are a road, then the court must not find him guilty. That's what I'm saying, because Mendy situation, Mendy is literally, he got all of it dropped, and I'm not sure if he's out as yet, you know, or maybe he's still if he's out, he's on house arrest. All right. He's guilty, but I want him to represent us, so I will turn a blind eye. That is coming from Humble One. My God, Humble One. That don't sound good at all. Because remember, you have to love the lady and respect the ladies, you know. Because you're going to say, a man is guilty, we have to punish him accordingly, you know. All right. He can come and represent Mount Pleasant. No, he does not need to represent Mount Pleasant. If he's in playing condition and can make the team, why not? I think if he's in playing condition, Mario, he can make the team. We have seen enough from Greenwood. We have seen enough people that get selected for the national team. So Greenwood, I don't even think he have to actually train one day to make Jamaica team. I'm very sorry, no disrespect, but he have to train, none at all. Maybe 4 or 5 sessions to get back up to speed, and he's ready. Talented man. I've seen this story over and over, and there are many toxic relationships out there. This appears to be no different. Well, Ken Rai, this is the man is out, but it's like he's worse off than Mendy. So by the time he just stay at prison because he can't do no job. You get me? Him guilty in the court of on public opinion. Yes, bye bye, baby. Akin minds English media gonna sink this young lad. He will never make the English team. Them tell us them want him play. So and I like them a change nothing. Them a tell us say him not for play. Him can go back and manage to play, but them really want him to play for England because them have high moral standards, you know? Yes, so does that does what will that say for if Jamaica make him play for them? If Jamaica let him play for them and England saying, oh, you don't want him to play because we have high moral standards. What that will say for Jamaica?
Yeah, I'm
You understand me?
general. Go on
Big
now.
up yourself, Balakar. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what I mean, what go on? You know, you remember him said that them not really, them wouldn't want him play. The same thing that we said that the other day. The articles are out there. They don't want him to play. The players them say them don't want him in a manu. At least for this season, I'm not gonna say they say they don't want him back none at all. But I kind of think that's what they meant, you know?
But
Yeah.
JD, what me I say differently still. You see, if in come alright, in out, if the youth if he say if him play like 4 games and I under 23, he can make money on bench. You know what problem is?
Mm-hmm.
No, if I play them pray then go and take with them game we play upon the wing. Without a doubt.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna ask I'm gonna ask Christ.
Well,
Make them
well,
go back
them
and
no
play for.
need, them no need to ask Christ, you know, because them literally don't want him in a team. Them vote for not bring him in a team. So, and I like the
Yeah,
coach said
all
that, the
right.
players them.
All right. If you come play for Jamaica, that would be good. Cause me don't
So,
want
all
him
people
play.
would have
But guess what
perceived
go
that
on?
Balakar, because if England said the standard
Oh.
is high, all people would have perceived him come to play for Jamaica. And we
No,
welcome
me I
him.
say, yeah, man, we can. I mean, if we say then I welcome him.
No, but if England reject him and I say, yo, the behavior is not tolerable, so we're not gonna have him in this team, and he
No,
can't.
England now use. May you know England see one black man that they're not gonna use him back.
Okay, yeah, but I
You
know, but they're
understand?
telling you why they're not going to use him. All right.
And when me I say,
Mm-hmm.
you see, if Manchester United make this youth slip out of their hand and then sell him, Sir Alex Ferguson not gonna like it because
Mm-hmm.
the day when they sell Danny Welbeck, the man begs, the man say, oh, on earth, one coach come and see academy baller the day where they do good and sell him. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The youth need to stay at Manchester United. And I like to the youth at 25,
Yeah,
27.
but they remember they have billions of dollars, and not billions, but millions of that yearly sponsorships. And remember, nowadays in the real world, because sometimes and no disrespect, when I said the real world, because sometimes people say they don't like when me talk and I refer to Jamaica as sound away. So let me put it in good
Oh,
context. Jamaica have a bubble that we work
so,
off, which is not.
so JD,
Let me finish, Balakar. Which is not really connected to how the real world approach things. Not saying it's bad, because sometimes that is good. You get me? So what they perceived him as now is a damage to their career. It's a damage to their money tree.
Now
So no care how good him is. Anthony no far worse stuff than him. So they're gonna use Anthony. They're gonna use the next one. Them said that mental problem the other day. I don't remember his name again. The one when them just by the other day and them say him have mental illness and them have sent him go to Netherlands. So them have to use him.
Sancho.
Them have to use him. Them are gonna use everybody because them not gonna lose their money because of this kid.
Me understand they go mash up them brand. And
Yes.
the more they say, boy, the victim of rape and rape, we have in our team, so sponsorship can withdraw themselves. Me not understand
Mhm.
them thing there, you see me?
Mhm.
And what people them to know, cause a France me back, so me go know about Mendy. In 9 charge them we have 7 charge them drop
Mhm.
because they say no go so many people them come afford. So 7 of them drop, so you have couple more to go. Where they say they highly doubt it go drop to because somebody there try to frame the youth for money. You see me?
Mhm.
But when me they say no JD, with them a girl that would come out and I say them things there. And the youth them innocent. Say them innocent. Cause I can go both ways. So them alright, them proving innocent now, like all men do now. When they mash up the youth career, how much money gone down the drain, he can't do certain things to his family again. When I'm feeling say people come at them girls there. If you got jail feet, you know,
I think they're gonna fix
and
these
sue them, you
rules
know.
in the future to really get rid of people that's doing these things. Worst off, they can prove that it's a lie. But I'm not sure if this was proven that it's a lie she's telling as well. You know, so maybe that's why even if there were a law at that point to prosecute her, it would have been hard because other people there and saying that it's more than one time situation happen. You know, so that's my problem at this point. You get me? Yeah, but
Yeah, man, and
finish up.
and
Finish up. So you want him to come to Jamaica, and you would have no problem with him come to Jamaica.
not right now if you want to come, you can come.
Jesus Christ.
Just want to
Cause
get
I know all the
things
people agree
ready
with you in that chat,
session.
you know. Cause all the people, Demo take a difference than you. Demo saying for God they take 2 more years off and not play football, you know. So you made that ban him for
Oh,
additional 2 more years, you
But
know.
but 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 JD is analyzed say when the youth come out of Manchester United, they never they play ball. The man almost a train every day.
No, but
So
they
the man
said
no fat, the man
they said he can't train at he can't train at the Manchester United, so he has to go somewhere else. They said
so him
that, you know,
still
that
on a contract.
the man them say him can't train in the complex, him can't do nothing. Until them done them
Who said that?
investigation.
The
No,
players
no, no.
them
Manchester United come out and say him can't train nowhere. Him can't do nothing until them done them investigation. That's
so
exactly what them say.
if they drop the case and so
The
how
man
when
them
they
say
go
them a
there,
do
bring
them
up a case
independent
again.
investigation, Balaker. That's what them say. So
Who
this just look like
who
them
said
don't
them
really
a do
want
that?
him back. Manchester United come out
Manchester
on their big Twitter page, say them are gonna do them investigation and then put out other articles and say that he can't train there, he can't do nothing. So he must have got to do
already
his
have to
own
do
training somewhere else.
already have to do a peer already have to do a peer per youth and terminating contract the thing go
I
somewhere else.
agree with you, dear. I agree with you. Just pay him off his money and let
You
him
see
go.
Manchester United, I just that me can't take with them. Because the man them have player where they play in under 23, we are 30 where they get wages more than Larry Kane and them man there. And then start have the little youth when they bus back. Them a come go like them are idiot.
Yeah, man. So that's the situation. So that's why people really get hungry with it here. Some
Uh,
people said that them agree with what United are do because obviously it's a conversation. Yeah. So me see two other people are
and
calling. So watch the show. Hear them I say
yeah man.
because
But
other
one
people.
thing more I say before me cut, I better say if I did a hurricane and take back hurricane we try again.
Boy,
As in why?
we have to wait for the time for something like that pop up again so we can really put it together, you know?
That
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
We hear
Respect my
about
boss.
Joey Barton them man and we
Jo-
still they still not beat them.
yeah, Joey
But
Barton.
them a beat the black man them.
Yeah, Joey Barton
And
was a
Joey Barton
madman,
in
you
a
know.
prison
Yeah.
day now.
Yeah. Uh,
Because a black man, we're not get better. But go back and I comment
yeah,
on
man.
that. Because
We
every
link up, man. We link up, boss, yeah? So maybe just take a
uh,
call, yeah? And then, yeah, me just come have two call come in, yeah? All right, so people, please do smash the like button and get us up to 150 if you can. And we have put out a video separate. We put out a video separate for all the rasters for the youth 17, so you can go and check out that one. Very much informative video. All right. Good day, my brother. How are you doing? Just let the people know who
I'm
are
good.
call and we are live. Yeah.
Yeah. Me I call the Mason Greenwood situation.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what take your take on it? Because everybody have a different stance.
all right, brother. Me have to understand other people, but you want, brother, you can't punish a man forever, and him have to live, and him have to make him money, and him have to provide for him family. And if football in him trade, him just have to apply him trade.
Okay, so you are saying that him have to just do him job, you know, and you would take him
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Jamaica right now, right?
yeah. But yeah, me we take him, we accept him and play for Jamaica. But if a next man don't want to accept him, he would understand. But life have to goes on, brother, and what you gonna do? Kill him forever?
I don't know.
Huh?
That's all we're asking, you know. I don't know at all, you know.
Yeah. So muda give my blind, you know. You know, him doing them. He's fine, not guilty. You know, whether whole heap of people do worse, I think than that, I'm still able to make money. But you know, me understand, and if him can play for England, which you know him can end up play for Jamaica.
Yes, he can play for Jamaica. He can, and that's the reason why we are having this discussion. That's why the Gleaner brought it up and everything, and they did a good piece on it just to make sure they can let people know, like in the JFF, know that this guy is up, and clearly England saying that they don't want him, and that's generally where it's going at this point, that they don't want him none at all. You know,
Yeah,
so it's a right time for you
but
to go in and not just go in and force him to come and play for Jamaica, but reason with him and showcase that you're there when the time of need, and you're legitimately offering him a helping hand to say that if you want to come to Jamaica and cool up because you can't train, you're waiting an investigation, say come here, see what's going on, we put you in a hotel so you get to see the culture and everything and learn a little bit more about Jamaica, sell it to him, sell it to him. That's what I would have done. No, try contact him. Let him know. Just take a little day off, man. Come clear your head, and we can show you something at the same time. And you can stay active at the same time.
yeah, why me think it gonna work now, right? You say if it's a Jamaican coach or coach a Jamaican team, which is a good, you have to give the coach him respect. But
Hmm.
considering that is a married man from Europe, me think him might take him personal feeling into consideration and don't want to do nothing where in a female and unethical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, because the coach pick him in, I go get a lot of backlash, from people.
Yeah, that's why I asked Balakar just a while ago. Say if England don't want him, or is it because Jamaica it's gonna be in the star said England never wanted him to play, but Jamaica accepted him to play. So the people will question the standards that we have in Jamaica. So I'm asking
Yeah,
if that's not gonna turn around, start a next backlash again, on the kid.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah,
That's why I said it. But people never understood what I was actually saying. Yeah.
yeah. But you know what, brother, you have to pick your poison and live with it. But if me have a choice, brother, I would have pick him.
All right then, boss. Respect, yeah?
Yeah, man, stay strong, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, man, guys, smash that like button, share and subscribe. We are gonna be doing what, a couple more around 50 more minutes or so to make sure 2 hours. Yes, so we did came back live because people called me and bad me up, say me have to come here because they want to come and speak on Jamaican matters. So it looks like I am here for to talk about the Jamaican matters, them. So I'm just coming to do it. So I'm just doing the job that I was bad up to do. So that's why I thought it would have been on 300 likes already. You know, Mad Vibe says keep the same energy when it's your daughter. What kind of message are you sending to the reggae girls and the other woman of JA? All right, Mad Vibes. That's a strong statement. Um, that's a strong that's that's a strong statement. You get me? That's a strong statement, what you just said in Mad Vibes. It's okay. All right, so Mad Vibes. So what are the procedures we are going to do to rehabilitate people? Because that's a problem now. Remember, maybe the reason why England does took this stance, or would have the luxury to take this stance, is because they have the quality. Well, Jamaica don't have the quality. So, and obviously because England has the quality at this point, you don't get to see it play out in real time. So, Mad Vibes, you need to call in your Mad Vibes. One MBA, you need to call in and give me your take on thing, because I am okay. I am okay with I am okay with your stance, because we are all grown up. But I want you to reason out a little bit more so we can understand. You get me? Because I think I would not say it's if a guy came out and explain, if the coach picks him and explains his situation. But all right, hold on. Other previous players had problems with situation. They came and played for Jamaica. But I never heard anyone said anything. Is it that this because it's out there? Because it's out there why we're taking this stance? You know, Drea, big up yourself. JD, checking. Must continue the work. Yeah, me I try avoid the work, man. Cause true, me no want for done. Me no want for done a boy. Me say, alright, me I got avoid it. You know. Yeah, but the people my baller, so I need to come back. True, Carla. But also the coach gave Andre Blake another chance after he dissed our players and national program, talking about we don't need the best players. Plus, he's our national team captain. All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Greenwood is a kid. Is a kid. He's 21. He's not a kid. He's a young man. Yeah. That is a strong statement. All right. So, Mr. J, I would love to hear your follow up on it. All right. And people, you can call in. The missed calls, just call in, and we can chop it up. Finish up the rest of the stream. All right. Yes. Gary Powell. If he was not convicted, we have nothing to go on. But that's a problem, Gary Powell. We are in. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've said. The way majority of the ways we look at things in Jamaica, that's not how the rest of the world look at it. And obviously, we have said that from I'm a kid growing up. That's what people said to me. Jamaica don't work with certain things as the rest of the world. So it's not a disrespect for me to be saying the same thing now, because that's what people Jamaicans pride themselves on back then, is to say that, oh, we not do things as other places them now. You understand me? But Gary Powell, England have a standard that is so high, which I don't know, so they might not want to pick him, and they're telling you that it's not just about because you got free. It's about the imagery rights, because you sell your literal image in football, bossy. So that is a problem, Gary Powell. You sell your natural image. You have a thing called imagery rights. You literally sell it in football. So if your imagery ain't good, it's hard to even sell that, and that lower the values. The sell on sponsors, like the importance of the sponsors coming in the next year. All right, yes. So it would have hampered it some way. Gary Powell. Thank you, Big Boss. How you doing, man? Hope all is well.
Come on, all this good one.
So the
But I
argument pull
highlight
up.
to you, all me hear the Greenwood situation is the only thing left.
Your internet a chip out. Your internet chip out, bossy. Alright, damn. Them take away Jeff. Man. Alright, so Jeff off the call back. We want to hear back from Jeff. Them take away Jeff. Imaxit football. Who that bad man JD from Donga Jungle. Yeah man, say. Me man. Alright. Please don't think I have anything against him. No man, mad vibes. Everybody, this is a place where we can reason. Alright? Alright, Sheldon calling in now. Good afternoon, Sheldon. How are you doing?
I'm good, JD. Big up to everybody in the chat. You cataract and everything. So JD, just a quick point on the Greenwood situation. I would accept him to play for Jamaica. However, because of his past actions and behavior, one he did with England, I would have to have a sit down talk with him and make sure this is not a recurrent event. I also want to make a point is I saw a lot of people in the comment section is saying that the court did not find him guilty because his was dropped. That doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't guilty or is guilty. Maybe there's several different reasons that can happen why I wasn't guilty. But I think the reason why his situation is so bad because of the videos that came out versus Mendy. Mendy was allegation, word of mouth. This person had videos. She had like images. So yeah, I would take him back. So to play. But I also think he needs to be rehabilitated back in society because that's not good. I know myself. If I had a daughter and somebody does that to my daughter, I'll have an issue, no matter how young this person is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's really my talk.
Okay, fair enough. I like your stance there. It's okay, and I had no problem with it. But the problem is I love how you put it. You said he has to be rehabilitated, which would go back to the same point as what Dima saying, because Dima said he would have given him 2 years out, but because Dima get to the point straight, never really got into details like you, it comes off different when you said it. But Dima just said he would have given him 2 years off, so just get time to get yourself right. basically. So I like that standpoint, Big Boss. Respect, respect.
Yeah. Also, I don't think he's gonna play for Manu anymore. The reason why I say that is because fans and sponsors, right? Because like if you look at where we are right now, we in the Me Too movement era, empathy and women movements, right? So him doing that, you're gonna have a lot of protests in the stadium. So what's gonna is gonna put pressure on the board and everybody. And because you're losing sponsors, you can't do that. Like say for instance, let's do a little basketball, right? And I'm not sure anybody aware of it, but the the last owner that plays for forgot his name. He just sold his team, and what happened is the sponsors was
Oh
losing.
yes, yes,
Was
yes, yes, yes. I heard about it.
sponsors was like, yeah, they were like, we're not sponsoring you next year unless you sell. It was the Suns actually, the Suns,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
now they sold the team. So I think Manu is gonna be in that situation where they're gonna have to like get rid of him. And also, if he plays anywhere in the Premier League, they're gonna have a lot of protests at stadiums. So just like so that might be issues. So I think if he go abroad and start up for 2 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
a team will get him because he's young. He's 21. If he goes there and play for 4 or 5 years, good. He's 25, 26. You know what I mean? They're gonna forget about that. You know what I mean? Because as footballers, we have short memories. You know what I mean? So I think I think he's okay. I just think that he needs to change his ways because he did it before on England duty with. So he just needs to change and he should be fine. That's my opinion. Yeah.
All right then. Respect, bossy. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we link up. Yeah. All right, let me try and see if I can get back Jeff on the phone because a lot of people calling in. But before, Jeff, you can call back. You can call back, guys. Get the likes up on the video, share the video, and let me just have a conversation here. Before the time run out. All right. Kieran, JD, black people always play a morality police against each other, even if it happens. The young man may make a mistake. How can we build him back up? Well, that's what we are asking. But people ain't into that because Mr. J said, but JD, with the Adidas sponsorship and the other sponsors that's interested in the Reggae Boys and the Reggae Girls, do you think that's why I ask, because really and truly, I'm hearing that people are willing to have talks with him. Look like people are willing to have talks with him. So it simply means they are not taking it so much. They are not taking it so much that it's going to affect their branding. They are willing to accept him. Based on what I'm hearing, I would like for them to put it on paper so I could come back with a video to prove that yes, they have said so. But it looks like they are willing to have talks with him. So that means and I think it's a person that deals with these affairs like the sponsorships and everything. So I think we have to ask him, Mr. Dre. Jeff, you look like your internet fell off. What's up? You alright?
Yeah, man. Sound clear now?
Yeah, man. You're much better. You're much better.
Okay, may I say it? Because I say as a Jamaican, I remember when Marlon King he get locked up for the sexual assault him,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
come back and do time, and he come back and play for you and play damn good too. As a matter of fact,
And
and
back in the
he
days,
had a
you were
career after that.
but look into yourself then, and remember if any claims came up like in Jamaica, people knew about it and how they looked at it, or maybe because now we
I,
are in the Me Too movement, it's kind of different now.
yeah, that make everything look bad. But I don't know if because me have little age, me no old and me no young, but me at 30. Me at 30, so it's just like I mean. Me not really in the Me Too movement thing. You understand what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
So it's yeah, me understand if our daughter, yeah, we nobody knows how they would react if a man like that. You see me I say? But I'm a strong believer as a man. Me don't want a man mess with my money. So please, who wouldn't want nobody else mess with our next man. And everybody deserve a chance. And it ends there. He's 21. 21, brother. Marlon King get locked up with him at 29 in a month.
Okay.
29.
Yeah.
29.
But
And this
but
man at
Marlon King never
21.
played for Manchester United, so that's the difference, That's a big difference. And
Which is right, but he was a black man still in the United Kingdom. We know so that carry a different kind of weight. It don't matter which club you play for. Because I think he made the news very big in England for that thing.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Very big. He was very big as a matter of fact. And I think he was playing championship football at the time, right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes,
they made
yes.
a big deal out of it. And they made a big deal because I think he was it Wigan, and them end up terminating contract. He was on news for weeks, if I could remember, if I remember correctly. You understand me? But I don't know. As a Jamaican, we really can't judge a man for putting a man for a woman because we know where our culture come from
Y-
and the shit that happened in there. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're trying to be a realist. Damn. All right,
You
big boss.
understand me?
Respect your take every because he's trying to mix everything that he knows and he's trying to say something maybe others would be upset and what he's saying, but I think what he's saying is um um
And
it's
hey, you
something
said
a
something
reality.
earlier, and I remember what you said about whatever did happen if it ever happened to a local player.
Hmm.
Remember when you said that?
Yes,
If
I
it
said
just
that.
happened to a local player last year.
Yes, it happened to a local player last year and
Oh,
it was completely
him a
different.
playing at JPL, right?
Yes, it was
Him a playing
completely
at
different.
JPL, right?
You're right, boss. You're right. You're right. So that's why I asked the people how much because he's a high profile player, and obviously if he comes here, he's going to be the biggest player here. You
Which is
understand me?
right. But we as Jamaican can't look for high profile because we barely have no high profile. Nobody I work with. I play for it. We just need to, hey, as long as the man can come out with an apology, and I'm expecting one in some way or some form, I think everything else we can work around. Long as he apologize to the lady and the image, where it to him family and him football club and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure the football world will take him back. He might not have the career where he did have before, but yeah, I mean, he's a real good football player. He's better than championship, so if they're not gonna play in the Premier League, I know China will take him. And they're gonna pay him a whole lot of money, as you said.
Yeah, man. Respect bossy. They call him a come in fast, so let me chop up the rest of call him, yeah?
Yeah, man, no, I should
All right,
say
yeah,
speak to
man.
him. I'm listening to
All
you, man.
right, yeah. Jeff, give his point, guys, because remember we are all old and younger, so everyone just giving it. You said much people can't say much better. So yeah. It's the profile of the player. Okay, it's a profile of a player. I think that is the problem. It's a profile of the player people looking at, and realize that we're not going to come out of that backlash zone because he's too big of a profile. You understand me? Because he's worldwide right now. Apology can't fix Tom trauma, brother. Damn. So Mad Vibes, what you would want him to do? You don't give a solution as yet, Mad Vibes. At least I don't see it as yet. You know? Big up yourself, Teddy Bear Lee. Oh, you doing, my brother?
Yeah, man, me there here.
What you want to say on this topic, Teddy? Because this is a topic that I never
Well, on
expected you
turn
to.
on your mic. I'm turned up. Me, I hear me echo. Me don't know why.
All right, yeah,
You know if you do still,
yeah, man, yeah, man. All right, me sort it out now.
Ah,
Yeah, but
yeah, man, me, I hear, yeah.
all right, continue. Yeah. So, what say you, big boss?
Me have a lot of conflicting views, so me don't nobody say xenophobic, and
No,
we
man,
know what
Teddy,
Teddy
Teddy,
they
this
say
is
already.
Teddy. This is
No,
a
I see some people
conversation.
in the comment section.
Dima come and same piece, and Dima go against the player. So everybody can
Oh, me
talk.
nah
All right.
hear.
People come out and say them would want him to play Mad Vibes. I say, I talk about the sister and everything. So sort of thing. So continue to this. Speak your mind, brother. This is a
As we
free
say,
platform.
me have to go do some more research on this situation. All right, someone tell people not because a case drop against a person that means that the person innocent. You have to get that clear out of the way. Not because a case drop that means. Because we don't want to say criminals in Jamaica. Some of them they how much murders and they never get convicted. So we can't say a person innocent. No, regards to the player. If the player really do him though, truth be told, no matter how good him is, can make people say because we don't have enough players or whatever, him to come play even if him guilty or not. Me not believe another one.
No.
We supposed to have the cup. Yeah.
That are those people them just view one way. You understand me? Them just view that are just a one comment, Teddy. You can't take out one comment, but give your view, Teddy. We are waiting on your view. How you look
No,
at it?
but I saw some people here. I think people are say if a person can carry to the World Cup, and even if they don't do rape or whatever, them to come play for Jamaica no matter what. Me not to believe. No matter if a local players or international, certain things, me not believe in certain things. And as me say, I would incline to believe the player because truth be told, you see this Me Too movement, me not too in but me not gonna make that cloud my judgment with this topic. You know what I mean? Me not gonna be because the world I go certain way that means say me I go pick up for the player. If the player really do what them say him do, um me can go support. Another thing too, maybe the JFF and other people that want to bring in, but you believe say the Adidas deal with them brand are
Yeah,
going want a player in the
but the
jersey.
J
You believe that happen?
but the JFF
Mm.
they the what you call them, man, brother, they all up on every program, man, everywhere you go you see him, um
Chung.
Mr. Chung. He's
Mm.
the one that's dealing with affairs, so he should know that what's gonna garner backlashes are not, so he should figure
So what
that
him
out.
say? What him say?
To what I'm hearing, it looks like they're welcoming conversation. They are willing to welcome conversation. So yeah, so that's why we ask
Well,
the
me and
fans,
you know, say one call from Adidas headquarters, things are. But as we say, remember, Adidas, I think me no remember who are the man CEO, but as me tell her, I don't know if Adidas. Remember, Adidas work. May I use the term? Adidas is one of the work companies, them are Nike. And truth be told,
Yeah, but Jamaica
when
is
the
not a war
feminists them
country.
come out,
But Jamaica
no,
in
Jamaica
total
is
is
not
not
work,
a war
but yeah,
country.
but Adidas, yeah, man, we not work, but the Adidas brand, them are do everything for secure them brand. Now I tell you.
But that's why I'm asking you. Why would you sign a deal with not a war country
Mm.
and then have a problem with a man coming in the not a war country and represent the not a war country when you sign a deal and that? So I do believe that
Yeah.
Adidas knew what they are getting
Adidas,
themselves into.
no, what me I say, no man, Adidas global no, so global. So if them sister them pocket are gonna hurt by people say my boycott them because Mason Greenwood are rare the Adidas, you know what them are gonna choose. You know, so just that we have to look on. So even if the JFF and we want the player,
Mm-hmm.
if the feminists them, whatever interfere in this situation and say, the Twitter people when they're ready for boycott them serious, they're ready for censor. So just that your point of view that as me say, the feminists them not actually sometimes they're not correct. But as me say, we now defend if the player do the raping, we now will support that. That's all I have to say.
All right,
With that. But as me say, me in at the middle. If them don't play him, me now go cry, If them play him, but I just that. Make cataract with the learned cataract give him view. 'Cause I think everybody supposed to have an opinion and everybody are gonna be xenophobic. Because if it was a Jamaican player, local born player, would not argue the same thing,
Yeah, but I've heard
Yeah.
you remember the Jamaican guy that the girl said did something to her in America, right? I heard how much things. I heard man turn pastor and the pulpit coming out here. Oh Lord, give the man a chance, and um you don't know if it's true. Wait until this, or wait until that. But I've not gotten any one of these. Wait
Uh,
until nothing, and the man literally proven. No, they're not proven not guilty, but they literally freed him. So and people still lament on that side only. I thought we would have more like I thought we would have started
who they
exactly.
free? The pastor man they free. No prison him
No, no,
there
no,
free.
not the
They
pastor
free.
man. I said people come on YouTube when you have the youth, the Jamaican youth, where they get old in America for rape. Remember who me talk?
Who they
Someone can give his name, man. I thought,
Oh, the footballer
yeah,
there.
man, yeah, man,
The
yeah, man.
footballer
And I heard. So I'm just asking, is it that we can resonate with someone, why we can come out and have so much excuse or so much mutual reasoning with the person? Because the difference is,
No man, a different situation that man, a different. Me I tell. Cause even with Mason Greenwood, remember all the power we have said, give the youth a chance and give him wait till the court. But
yes, but
if
the
we see
court don't
England
know.
come out for
Hmm.
yeah.
But the court don't know,
No, so
Teddy.
but remember him talking back there. No, remember him say like nah, if the players them, so you believe the players are really gonna vote like
Yes, them
what
vote
them do. Would I like to see
and
that
a
vote?
really aga vote. Them vote
Mm.
against him for coming at the team. So him no make the
Mm.
him
So
no
how
do
much
the
black players are united? We just want to eliminate the
so
racism thing. Cause I hear sir because them racist.
Rashford them I'm friend. Rashford them I'm friend.
So Rashford vote against him.
Sancho them I'm friend. Them black.
Oh,
My boy who I play foot
yeah,
right back. Black as well. Yeah.
yeah.
Brazilians are black people as well. They are not white people. You know, so the color thing they really go into it. You understand me? Because a lot of black people there, Marshall and black, and how much black man are they in the starting 11?
Oh, them say, oh, was a vote, how much players? Cause
Them
all
never
them
come out
say.
and tell you how much players.
Majority,
Not because them. I mean, I think them go on describe that they have a split room. I don't think they want to explain that they have a split room at the time. You understand me? Yes, so that's why I don't believe that they would have come out and say that, oh, Harry Tam never vote, and you know, they don't want to throw anybody under the bus because they are having a good time now as a team. You understand me? But them don't want him.
yeah.
Them don't want him in the team for now. That's one thing. And then England, literally, I tried the people in England, the presses them, all right, them articles for it kind of push him away completely. So them never even want him get a chance. Them not try to give him a chance, none at all, you know. So it looks like we are gonna
As
have
I said,
him.
my advice, JFF for go for him and let's so happen. But remember, if you have feminists in Jamaica too, and when they're ready for you, do what them I tell you, them ready. But make a watch the window and this too.
All right then, respect.
Willing to forgive people, but hopefully,
so you would like him to come and
so
play.
and as me say,
So Teddy,
me don't know, as
Teddy,
me don't know,
Teddy,
me don't know.
Teddy, you can't call my phone and then tell me say you don't know. You are gonna know today. All right. So, so if it was
but
up
in
to
the middle, no man,
Teddy,
nothing
you're
wrong
in
with
the
neutral.
middle.
Me neutral for the issue.
Teddy, but listen, you know, hear me say, I'm not talk to you yet. So, oh, you know me, I gotta say. You don't know the rest. Let me say it to you.
No, you tell me to pick a side. Whether
No,
to
me
go
never say ever pick a side, Teddy. Just listen, Teddy. If it was down to you, Teddy, and everything clear up, United found him not guilty and him can come back in the team. But clearly England might have a little issue and playing him. But United do their separate investigation and want him to play for them. And he's playing for them and doing good. Would you not accept him in Jamaica? Because clearly England don't want him because England still believe that he's going to damage their thing. In that hypothetical situation, what say you now? Because we are waiting for your answer now, Big Boss. I think we have set up everything for Teddy there.
Alright, so if United them do them investigation and found them not guilty,
yes,
him to play for Jamaica.
All right, so you're not taking, but England.
Yeah, but also England have to play for England. No, him can sue England through it all. Like I believe so. Yeah, alright. The man say it's a privilege to represent a country.
No,
not
Teddy,
a right.
Teddy,
but I believe.
Teddy, I don't think he's gonna play for England again. If he's gonna play for England 7 years from now. No care how good him do, that not happen.
No man, them can't go. No man, Teddy, if him is the best forward in England, them cannot.
Ivan Toney never look like you could have picked him over Hurricane.
Maybe.
Ivan Toney never up there right like Hurricane. And I do things where I say, John Star, you don't have the money in a team because one thing you don't know him good at is to take a penalty. And one knock out England, Teddy? I want to knock out England.
Penalty.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, but me I say, Miss Mason Greenwood has scored 40 at goal and them there. England cannot. Them
Teddy,
the culture of England
Teddy,
different.
that's what I try. England and Jamaica, night and day. No, I could have 700 million goals to score. Them don't want you play for them because you're gonna see more articles like this come out when it start go down to the nitty gritty. Just watch me, I tell you. Them don't want him to play.
So that means So if United find so if United find him guilty, I end in career that or something? In the UK?
I think so. If them find him guilty,
no other club now go on.
Yes, I think if they found him guilty, he will not play for next English club, or he has to drop down and then try to show that he was rehabilitated and he's back as a better human being and stuff. I think all of that have to happen first. Yes, I do agree. So yeah, if they find him guilty, but
in Europe maybe we don't finish, but I think maybe he can play for Mexico or no. But here our next problem we have the visa now. America, I believe America will grant him a visa with this situation. Huh?
It's possible. I've spoke with a personnel, and they said to me that even though the case was dropped, they can still deny him from coming in America. Even with
remember at least now the past we said couple of our past player. I forgot how the player, but now 98. I think couple of players them could due to them allegation. You remember them players that I don't
Yes,
remember
so
them.
it is strongly possible that he could not go into America, but that does not that does not mean that's one match out of every other match. You would have needed him for 20 match if you have 21. I have no problem with that, Big Boss.
Yeah, yeah,
If you have
yeah,
a
yeah.
full tournament over
Yeah, for real,
there,
yeah, one
you have,
match, yeah,
you
if
have
I
a
one
right to
match.
them.
So basically, yeah, Canada, yeah, maybe America and Canada would do so. But a two match that still. But maybe them two match are important. We need points and you know. But it is what it is. But as I say, I think is anybody who have a this opinion, I don't believe her because them xenophobic or them whatever, you know. I think we have strong argument from both end. Cause it can't like me argue against him and then it can't like me pro him. Because you have two it's a situation where complicated. That's all I want to say, you
Yeah.
know.
All right, then, boss. Respect, then. We'll link up.
Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah man.
Yeah.
Yeah man.
All right, so let me turn this down. People who can call in, but let me get it. Gary Powell said, if Man United players voted, it is majority rules, so it does not matter what the black, brown, or white players' preference. Yes, but Gary, that's what I've said. I've literally said I would not go into the colorism side because some of them are his actual friends, and the fact that people voted him out, it just simply means that they are okay with what they have now. They don't want the distractions around them, and I'm okay with that. Up and running said, JD, ask Teddy if Joshua Anglin should play for Jamaica. All right. Nobody have a problem with Anglin in the team. And he got picked the last time, right? He got picked the last time, right? Let me know. Because I thought I saw him on a list somewhere. I saw him on a list somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where it is. All right. Them don't really accept blacks as English. So he has no chance of playing for England with those allegations. Yes. Brian Burke said, no, JD, not picking Tony over Kane, but I will pick both of them. Yes, but you understood where I'm coming from, though. Definitely understood where I'm coming from. Siobhan Hutchinson, big up yourself. JD, them no want over here none at all. Now for the United no want him none at all. That's what I believe, you know. But because they said they're gonna do an investigation, I will just wait on the investigation side. All right. Yes. If you heard on the voice notes on Instagram that the girl put out like his friends, you would not want to be associated with him. All right. So that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. All right. So let me go right here. 30 more minutes before the 2 hour mark. Guys, make sure to come when you come in, smash the like button, share, and subscribe. What we do here, we cover CONCACAF. Obviously, I'm a Jamaican. So I do cover Jamaica to a certain extent, but I'm still going to be covering CONCACAF because for me, I like football and I like to educate myself and stuff. So when I came here to cover everything because my friends are not really Jamaicans. They are naturally Americans and Surinamese, Asians, Canadians because Africans will beat me up if I don't call his name. So I prefer to do everything football. But what the good thing from that, if you're a Jamaican and want to subscribe, is that I will bring the truth, like the overall balance, because I would be educated on all things coming back to you. So that is my task going forward. So if you want to subscribe, definitely subscribe, share, and hit the like button and leave your thoughts as well. Sure improvement. He didn't won. The case was discontinued. Sure improvement. We never said he won. Nobody said he won the case. From the start of the stream, we never said that, Big Boss. JD Manu thought he wouldn't win the case. Yes, that's what I thought, you know. I thought they never expected him to come out nowhere. They expected him to go to prison. So it would have been easier for them to just terminate it and say, okay, sorry about that. And then go on the next side of the girl and make sure she's okay and everything. And you know, which I have no problem. That is perfectly well done. You know. But now they are in a complex situation because the girl would still in the same tough position, and now the guy is free and you have a contract with him and you're in no times, which is different from 20 years ago. You could have gotten away with it 10 years ago, but now they're gonna be on your they're gonna be on you to deliver something. All right, yes, so that is the difficulty at this point. All right. Jason, I don't know if you wanted to come in the Discord. Let me open the Discord, so because maybe people want to come in the Discord side. But that is the point. Was people saying that I should not move away from the Jamaican contents and everything. I said, all right, then I'm gonna come and we can talk some Jamaican football. So that's the reason why I came here to reason, because I was trying to avoid certain things. But I said, all right, we're gonna come and reason it out. All right. So no and this was a tough topic. It's a tough topic, so I know it's going to drive people separate ways. So I'm trying to make sure I pick the fine line and ask the right questions, because there's no way, no place we said we had proof that the girl is lying. When we have no proof that Greenwood is telling the truth. We just know that he's free, and it puts because we have to put everything in its actual in its totality. All right, and what is showing now, we are in a time that the feminist movements and those things are around facts. All right, he has been freed, which we don't, and they said because they couldn't continue it. Right, so that simply means he has been freed. He has no charge. He can't get more charges in the future. And the conversation. So what that does from this point, because so it's a public perception of everything now causes all of this problem, because man, United don't want to play anymore because it's gonna cause problems for them. All right. I will open the lobby so people can come in the lobby if they want. I saw Africans and others, so if they want. All right. So these are the little things, guys. So that's why I made sure to fix the video a specific way, because I did not want to come off wrong. All right, I did not want to come off wrong at any point. We just wanted to make sure we show that he could possibly play for Jamaica, and I wanted to hear the fans reaction around it. Yes, JD Manu thought that he wouldn't win the case and would never play again. So now knowing they throw it out, have them puzzled, because if they had in mind that issue, could have discussed before. That's exactly what I said before. Why is it they never start an investigation simultaneous to the actual investigation as well? So that means you don't have to wait when it come out. You know, yeah, you're gonna send him to a rehabilitation center because they just send the next winger to a rehabilitation center because, and it was nothing for this, nothing as bad as this, and they send him they sent him to Netherlands. You understand me? So if they had to come out and say, okay, we're gonna find you and we're gonna do this and make people put some rules out there, people would understand. At least you're standing up for something. Was making reference to you, and I'm a female. Okay, sure, improvement. Thanks very, very much for being here, man. I would love for you to give your take. I don't know if you have the number. I will, because I don't get any girls, ladies, I should say, coming on. So I will put my number so people can call in on the WhatsApp, so I could hear from a female's perspective, because and if you're following the story and stuff, and at the end, because it's a Reggae Boyz conversation, would you like him to play for Reggae Boyz or not? All right. Yes, I just think it puts him at on point, JD, and his image damage. S Technique, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Jano, the man don't have nothing else better to talk about. What you mean if I don't have anything better to talk about? I don't know. I don't understand. Please educate me on what else I should be talking about. All right. Yes. Travis, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. All right. I will not talk about things like some unnecessary things, like we make no logical sense of selling over the top greatness, because I'm not that person. I did a complete different video just a while ago and a super amount of things to talk about. Yeah, so I don't know. I just believe that this was something we needed to talk about. No. Let me see if I can get all the information. Ginger, Bread, big of yourself. He was called up for the local squad. Yes, that I knew I saw him somewhere else. I knew I saw him somewhere else. Yeah, I knew I saw him somewhere else. All right. Yes, so yes, thank you, Gingerbread. Massive respect for that one. I knew I saw him somewhere else. I'm actually football, not to go off topic, but what was the reason why Ravel couldn't go to America previously before? I heard that he had some problems. I heard that he had some problems. I never knew the actual case around it, you know. Because when you talk to more, the problem is for me. Remember, when I came here, you know, I was already on I was already on YouTube, and I was already in Europe. When I'm talking to most of these people in Jamaica, they go around such a big circle. They know everything, but when you start talk to them, and when you finish, you don't learn nothing. You don't understand nothing. You understand me? So people say they know, and when I'm done, have a 40 minutes conversation. All I've gotten out of the conversation is to say that the player, all I've gotten out of the conversation is to say that it's something we can't talk about that because it's something to protect the player. So for 40 minutes, I'm sitting down waiting on something that I can't get. So it just don't make no sense. I have to be honest. It just don't make no sense. I don't know, but it looks like he had done something. And it looks like it was in that woman department and trouble problem. You understand me? I think it was in that because that's what, even when you're outside, America have a tough law on it, a tough law. So I want to say it has to be something like that. And then maybe when he went to the MLS, they worked on it a little bit longer, you know, and get it done. I don't know the true story because up to this day, if you talk to most of them, man, them are gonna give you a billion stories, and you're not gonna learn what it is. All right? Yes. So who is him to tell you what to do? Ah, no, 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 no. I just ask him. We are all people here. Yeah, the topic is there, and my topic, I don't go off topic when I'm here. So clearly it was here. So it's technique if you never wanted to click the video. You know, other people talk about other things, you know. We just try to represent something, you know. If Greenwood represent Jamaica, that would be good. But if the issue cause USA and Canada not to grant him visa, it wouldn't make much sense if 2026 World Cup is in USA and Canada and Mexico. What? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you, thank you. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's what we are looking for. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Patrick Riley said, I think Jamaica should call him for the March window, but you can't just do things like that because remember he's going through a tough time. I think you have to go in and reason with him and try to court would sound wrong, but I think court would be the exact. No, no. You go there and build a relationship with him, you know, because he's going through troubled times. JD, I don't think there was an issue with Ravel to USA. People just like to spread rumors, so maybe that's what they were doing to have more saying things when it was not at all. Glad the ball are free up. He can get back in United squad for the future. I don't we're not sure about that, Karoom, based on what's going on right now. Wow, better the case was continued. He's no better he's in no better situation. I hope yes. And that's what we're getting right now, sure improvement. He's in no better situation than what we had first, you know? And that is the problem because now we are in a world that is completely different. Normally, people would have actually left it to what's proven and they move on, you know. But now, nothing about proving. You know, I'm in UK. What number do I have to put before? I think you can UK. It's just plus 32 because that's my era code and 466 46 24 71. If you don't use plus, you use 0 in front of it and it should work. It should work. Just use 0 3 2 032 and it should work. Once you put it in, man, just change the extensions at the front and it should work, man. Me no need no Mason. We need players who want to represent JA. If England was good with him, he wouldn't even know Jamaica. Make him stay where him there. I praying our new coach bypass him. Okay, that's coming from GG. That's a little bit strong. Damn. All right. Wow. Yes, he's free, Karoom. He is free, but the problem is in nowadays situation, you're not really free because the society is completely different from Jamaica, and that's why I've always said, it's not like I'm putting down Jamaica, but Jamaica have different systems than majority of the other places. You see, like when Qatar the other day talked about certain things, Jamaica have similar rules to Qatar, you know. But the problem is, they are rules that's made up in the country. They are not actual laws. So Qatar has those as laws. So it's different. So Jamaica still have certain things. They have certain things, and no the outside like the Americas, the England side, European side, they have different ways, and that's a problem. Karoom, they just believe that he's gonna damage sponsors and other people's reputations, and reputation is okay. This topic have me thinking. I am bipolar. Part me want to see him in our colors. Another side said no. You see the picture and the voice note. Either way, I will support him if he's wearing our colors. All right. Dr. Gigi, you can call in and give me your take because I don't know where you're coming from. You can just jump up strong and just say that. What statement England made, JD? No, it's a statement coming out from out of England media a few times. And what they're saying like they don't want him to play for England, you know, because of what happened. You know, so he could play for Manchester United after their own investigation.
Chris.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Of course, you can call in, man. Call in, big boss. Call in. Call in. All right. So, call in, boss. Okay. All right. Let me add it to the phone. All right. All right. So, a Chevan, man. Okay. Hello. Good afternoon, Sir Chevan. How are you doing?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad.
All right. So, um, yeah, we are chopping up, going down to into fine line. We're gonna only do 2.5 hours, so we have 28 more minutes to go. You know, because I heard people come in and said, if I shouldn't choose a different topic, I don't know what. Even though technique is a good guy that pass through every time. Even though he's a ultra, he doesn't really support me. He burned me out from time to time. I
Okay.
don't know what other culture, what other topic I could have chose because I did this because the people don't realize I do things that I really want to do, you know, because this is a way how we can change the minds, you know, like we can think out things and people can come out and say things. So it give an opportunity for we to know other personnels more. So why is it we should always just pick a topic to say that Jamaica great or Jamaica not good? That is just flat out just to try either put it on a delusional side or spread negativity. But this is much more understandable. We are having a reason, and I don't see anyone get out of line or being disrespectful. We just run the show and everything okay, you know, so far, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he comes and bad me up. So S-Technic, we have a call out, man. We have a burn out S-Technic.
Yeah.
So you see, any me see S-Technic and any controversial topic, I'm gonna hear him say something. I'm gonna show you say a double standard, and them have me as the part where them set the standard from, and I'm me alone the standard stop with as well. It start and stop with me, and everybody else in this category can do anything else. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
I,
man.
I understand, man. I understand, and I think that you're very balanced and fair. That's one of the things that I've constantly seen with this program. Even though I don't speak all the time,
Mm-hmm.
I can genuinely see that you're a balanced and fair person. Even with this topic, it's balance and fair because in the UK, there's no balance when it comes to Greenwood. They don't want to see him here. After all of the images that was released over the internet, on Instagram and the voice note, you know,
and even Manu, like majority of the players voted against him. They don't want to see him in the team. It's brand damaging. Right now because you're in a Me Too movement, and to be frank, in England, in Europe, it's a woman's world, right? And they don't take lightly to these things. So this is going to follow him a very long time. Even the fact it would have been better for him to go to court and he was found not guilty. But just the sheer fact that the case went no further on is a big issue now, because people are saying that probably he coerced the person and got off with this case, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Probably other people intervene and um, cause the case not to go any further. So it's a big issue. I think the only place that they might see him playing is in China, because nobody wants that kind of image to be associated with a football team over here. And as for the Adidas brand, people have to understand, even though Adidas sign off with their thing with Jamaica, nobody wants their brand to be associated with something. Adidas is already losing.
Okay.
They don't want to be losing any more than the loss. So people have to think forward and not think back. It's sad. He's talented. He can only get better. But I don't see anytime soon that anybody wants to be associated with him.
Wow. You're calling and you're giving your feedback inside England. So we have to just leave this case alone. Mason Greenwood then, but still try to reach out. You would still try to reach out to him to show that you're not pressuring him at any point, but you just reach out to him. Cause for me, even if he doesn't play for Jamaica, I am the person that would have reached out to him just to make sure he knows that at least somebody in life check him out and really honestly check to see if he's okay and he's well.
Yeah, definitely. That is one of the things that I think a lot of the young kids in England over here, have an issue with how they relate to other people or other females. And if there was someone at any point in time guiding him along, it would have helped him. It would have impact great on him. So even now, to be honest, like somebody can sit him down. Probably this young lad needs some counseling. A lot of people that inflict trauma on other people has already gone through trauma.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
it is not to say that he's a lost case or anything. Because I've seen people done violent things in the world, and still they're out there, they're doing their thing, they're in the media 24/7s. So it can have a U-turn, but I feel sorry for the young lad. I also feel sorry for the young lady that was involved. But we can't we just have to lay it out realistically. And realistically, it doesn't benefit Jamaica to be associated with them.
Okay,
You
all right.
know, it doesn't it genuinely doesn't benefit Jamaica. You know, he's a good footballer, like I said, but you don't want to be labeled in this world. That's all.
Yeah, respect, and thanks for calling here. So we will link
Yeah.
up next time. All right. So that's a strong point from Chevon. But what I can say, people, I really love. We have 150 here, guys. Please do smash the like button. Get us to 150 at least. I'm gonna come to the chat right after. I love the fact that we have independent thinkers today. No, I've learned a lot more about the subscribers today. Because it's every caller we get is completely different. They took a different stance on it. Different. So wow, damn, it's different. Jermaine Miller is back. After my bunny mode today, him not call back in. Him never even come back in the chat. All right, all right. You see you, Jermaine. All right. Bartender said, JD, me too work only one type of persons. Okay. Oh, can Adidas losing, sir? Please explain that. So people wanted you to expand on Adidas situation. They need to leave the kid, let him move on with his life. All right, all right. All right. Andrew 55 said, stop focusing on the guy' personal life. He had made a mistake and paid the price. We need his quality and expertise. Well, the man does give it from his side, and I respect that. Carla, what do you think about Ravel? And that is a problem now. We have over the years we have a lot of persons went through the situation, and even might turn up on the worst of hen, but yet still we still accepted them. So I love the fact that people give in their different side. Gingerbread. Oh, okay. Someone asked if no, he was not found guilty, but he was not found innocent either. They dropped the case. You get me? So if you drop the case, it's still kind of in a limbo. And that's the problem. What people saying. Sometimes it looks like you need to just go to full court, see through, and then it's just finished. And they said not guilty, done. And then people, I still believe people would judge you just the same because OJ. I thought OJ literally went through all of those stages, and yet still people still to this day say he's a killer, which I have not said he's not a killer, you know. I've not said that, you know. But I'm just saying people still judge him to this point. So I don't know if it would have changed if he was found not guilty, even if he was found not guilty, if you get what I'm saying. So good afternoon, Mr. Jeremy Miller. I was burning you out today in the chat and you run gambling business and I call
Me
in.
hear you, man. Me hear you.
So how are you doing,
Me
big
hear you,
boss?
man. I see a couple messages this morning after you talk after you were saying some stuff, but I see you were doing other reading. But here's my thing though. I'm gonna touch this morning and then I come
Yeah,
forward.
man, no problem.
I was saying and I still I say this to everybody. I hate everything about the JFF. And I hope that they turn a new page. But when you guys were talking about Bermuda have all these players, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
etc., etc.,
Mm-hmm.
my thing was like, okay, they really do need those players because they have a smaller pool to choose from than us,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, not saying that we don't need the foreign players, then we need the best 11 to suit up for Jamaica at all times,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's my opinion, you know?
Yes, I know.
Yes. You know, we need the best, I'm the best. But follow up to my conversation that I said to you last week. How are we so sure that the coach, if that statement come out that the coach, his statement is not true about getting the best, some players don't want to play for Jamaica, and if they only want to play if they don't get called for the next country. And anyway, so that was the reason why I said that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the topic that you guys were saying was that other countries pick them best 11 overseas 11, and we are not getting the best overseas talent.
All right.
Which
But I think you got
my thing
no
was that not
Jermaine,
because,
Jermaine, let me explain to you. I
yeah,
think you misconstrued you missed it. The problem what we are saying is what they are doing here, they're saying that FIFA gave them money now so they can expand on the development in Jamaica. But every time they talk about the development in Jamaica, they try to connect it with the youth teams and to say that no other country picking young players to come and play for youth teams. So we should have at least a quota system in the youth team and it's okay. But that is a lie, Jermaine, because today proved it that everybody is getting money, similar money, and everybody, even America, going for players outside the country because it's all about what
okay,
stage of development you are at this point. That's how we were trying
let
to
me back
prove.
up for a
Mm-hmm.
second. Let me correct
Mm-hmm.
myself for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You said that, I remember Mr. Speed was saying that at one point, he came on the show and said that JFF, is going to impose a quota system. Now,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
are they saying that FIFA said that there should be a quota system.
No, they are not. They are not saying that any quota system. It's Jamaica trying to put that enforce that. Jamaica tried to enforce that via telling people say Pitney and suffer and people are suffering in Jamaica and all sort of foolishness. When they realize
I
when them,
thought they cut out the
no,
quota system.
I
Okay,
don't think
no, I retract my statement then.
no.
I will retract my statement because I come in late. So
That's
I
what.
take it back.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a separate video for Jamaica. Alright, like how we are here. Let me just bring up the file because we have all the files and we have the roster on the screen. So I'm gonna bring up
But
Jamaica.
first, let me apologize, because a man must be a man. You understand? If you're wrong, you're wrong. So let me, because I miss.
No, but me,
I
was a
jump
war
in
over the
and I
ear.
never get
Me,
the
I was a war
question.
over the ear. So guys, we are gonna put the Jamaican listing right here so you can see it for yourself. So it's on the screen now. So that's why we had that conversation, and it was nothing.
But
Yeah.
but no, I got misinformed because of what I heard and what I saw in the thing. Because when I jump on, but but now I understand exactly what you're saying now, and I fully agree. If they say one thing, I'll come out and do a next thing. But I thought they also said that they're gonna scour the globe, and no matter what the talent they're gonna find it, no matter where you come from or
Yeah,
you're
but they
born, as long as you're Jamaican.
They scored the globe, and then remember one of their reasoning. They said some of the players them will take a little time to acclimatize the situation, so we have to pick them in the future. And then after you heard that it went from 28 people to 31 people because they just pick up people from inside Jamaica to put back in the team. So it all comes down to what the coach believe and what he thinks that will work. You understand me?
So you're saying that they're not being transparent
No,
about
they are not being
why they're
transparent.
doing this and why they're
No,
doing that.
if we're going to take what leader said at all time, not all times, but what he said, we had gotten literal proof because we have the pictures them literally on the computer. So it was not run towards the paper. You see what you saw in the paper to say this is the names in the camp. You had more names came in. You get me? You had more names came in after. So it was not a full transparent thing. It was just something put out there. And then after things altered and twist and turn because it have to suit the condition because we had problems over here and we never have any striker. And the striker them that we plan to use, because we reject some, we could not call the one them that we rejected. And the next one them that we wanted couldn't come in because they are big ballers and they have other obligations. And then by the time when it should get closer, we couldn't get the paperwork done. So it's all sorts of unprofessionalism, bro. All sorts of
Yes, so we're still doing the paperwork crap that we were doing before we wait till the last minute. Come on, man. It's the same nonsense.
Yes, based on what they have said, it's almost borderline mad. So that is the situation for Jamaica, and that's why we took that strong stance. Because when we look at all other nations, every other nations that can exploit. If you look at Puerto Rico literally don't name Puerto Rico anymore. I'm gonna pull up Puerto Rico name USA, basically, because they had done it in two other competitions and came third and qualified for World Cups, But look at this,
As
guys.
long as you qualify for your nation, no matter where you come from, and you want to play for your nation, so it's so. I don't mean to cut you off, but they put themselves that people can criticize them then because they're not transparent and they're not consistent.
That is our problem.
Like
that is a problem.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Oh my God.
That is the literal problem why we had touched the topic, because sometimes we have to reason with the people and see if it's logical. You understand me? But when we look at Puerto Rico, that's actually getting something out of the tournament, every tournament, because at the youth tournaments, Puerto Rico performed better than Jamaica. Over the last few tournaments,
yes, no, yeah,
I have covered it, and what people better couldn't tell me the brilliant reason why Puerto Rico performed better than Jamaica at the two last tournaments, especially in the ladies. Why you think, Jermaine? What you think was the problem? They went
with what? I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking you, what you think what took place? Why Puerto Rico performed better than Jamaica at the two last tournaments? And likely, they might still even though their group might be tough, they might still perform better than Jamaica. Just again, you know why? Because
I think they have more experienced players. They have players more established.
Yes, they pick the players them that are established, and more likely, if United States and those guys are going to be the ones that we are going to go up against, more likely the best persons to go up against them are the people that trains in their same society. You understand me? And that's what they did. So we're gonna keep
Jesus
an eye. We're gonna
Christ.
keep an eye. We're gonna show you the grouping. We're gonna show you the grouping for Puerto Rico. So you know exactly how it is. So Puerto Rico, they will be in the next round. Remember, they qualified already, so they are gonna come straight in the knockout phase. So they are gonna get the
Okay, explain that. Explain that part
so
because
so yeah,
that went on with the Dominican Republic. They did that during the Olympic during the qualifying that they already play a phase ahead of everybody. They
yes.
were pre-qualified.
So
So how does this
what
happen?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's because of the pandemic why they changed most of the rules, but all of the youth tournaments you always add a additional tournament where in which they have to pick winners out of those brackets because they are coming from the lower third, and just to give them an opportunity, they kickstart them from in the knockout rounds. All right, so those guys, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Bermuda, and Nicaragua, they would not have to face none of the normal traditional seeded teams. All right. So until the knockout round, so they are already here because they were the best of the other lower tier teams. Them. So they just put them right here in the first level of knockout. So this should be the round of 16 of knockout, and they are here. So in terms of Jamaica, if Jamaica wins the group, what that would have done is have put Jamaica um, literally up against Puerto Rico. So Jamaica would face Puerto Rico first. So I would bet I would love any money for Jamaica to beat um, everybody and come first, and then we see them against Puerto Rico, and then we are going to evaluate those players from the Puerto Rico team. Deep dive, because I like to get the information so I can the statistical proof so we can bring it back to people and show you that listen to me, man. These are the things that hinder us to be successful, and you cannot avoid it. You cannot tell me that we have to work on a specific thing because we are Jamaicans and it have happened a certain way. No, you have to go by specific senses rather than specific build up of the culture. It didn't work the way there. Because me hear people tell people say it have to the youth some of it develop. What so hold on there? 15-year-old now playing a Manning Cup. So what are they doing? Not developing a Manning Cup? Them develop the 15-year-old now playing at the 16-year-old now playing at the JPL. What are they doing? Not develop. So if you're good enough, you get picked
Mm-hmm.
based on how good you are. You understand me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that is my biggest problem. You get picked based off on how good you are, not because you're Jamaican born and you need development. That don't make no sense. And what people
Okay.
in you continue
I
because
hear
Mhm.
just to cap in for a second. And so this is what I'm going to look for consistency. I heard Mr. Speed said the next under 20 tournament is going to be all professionals playing, right? I
Yes,
don't know if you
yes,
remember that.
yes, he said
No
that.
more amateur. It's going to be all professionals. You've got to be playing some form of what you call it, this, that, to be playing under 20. So, as we say, we're going to look for consistency, right? So, yeah, man, keep going.
Yes, so based on what I'm saying is I'm just saying I know that it comes down to what coaches want to choose. So what I would say, I would recommend always get a more educated, the highest educated coaches, so we can get a fair balance and how we want to go forward. Because if you should always get the best players, and then you judge how
Mhm.
you can pick your pool, you can pick out of your pool from that. And I don't think they had even took up the challenge to get all the players and then choose from that. Even though they said
Okay.
they did it, I don't believe that they actually did it. I don't believe it because there is no proof that they actually did it. No proof
Yeah, this
whatsoever.
coach that's coaching the under 17. Do you know what badge he has?
No, but I think he has badges because what they do now, most of the players, the coaches that they are working with, um, and some of the coaches that they ran away are the ones that did not have the badges. So I knew that
Yeah, you got to
I
have
know that they have
badges now.
badges. So they have badges. At least a CONCACAF C badge. At least some of them might be having B. So most of these guys that you saw around the Fuzzies and Mirror and Guard and those guys, they might have higher badges than the norm because that's why they're trying to push them further. for them to teach others down the line, which I have no problem with that. I support that 1000%. I just support when it comes on to the final stage, which is our national team, it should always be the specimens of products going forward. So in that, and that includes coaching as well, because we did it for the big team. We go out and spend how much money, why we couldn't catch somebody else
Mm-hmm.
and that has that type of level of knowledge to go and pick the team. You get me? Because I thought you would not see the chop and changing and, oh, I can get this out of my player, so I'm gonna choose that. No, man, you're gonna get the best player, then, man. Because the problem is you have only coached in one set. So you can't get nothing
Yeah.
out of other people. So that literally mean your insights towards selection would not be as as broad as possible, and you have to get the people that can pick from a broader base. You understand me?
There
Because
is something that I'm gonna pick on, and I'm gonna hold JFF to it. And what you talk about is consistency
mm-hmm,
and going off your word. And that's what I'm gonna be start doing now because I have everything that they say. I see of all these recordings of when Mr. Speed come on,
mm-hmm,
of
mm-hmm.
when this one come on and says something. So that's what I'm gonna use to hold them accountable, right? To the words that to what they say. And this is how you can tell if somebody a lie
Yes, yes.
at the moment. They
Mm-hmm.
were lying then or they lying now. So
Facts,
this is what
facts.
I'm gonna go after. You understand? Yes. So we as the bloggers, I mean, you guys as the bloggers and we as the fans, the one who keep everything going, right?
Mm-hmm.
I support football. I buy this, I buy the jersey, I drive far to the game. I drive 16 hours, to watch a game because I support the Reggae Boys, right? And so um, when we out here and we are watching, we are criticized, rightfully so, we have a right to criticize, right?
Facts, facts,
We have
facts,
a, we have a
facts.
right to criticize, right? And
No, but
so,
let me correct you, Jermaine. We touched on
mhm,
this 3 or 4 times throughout the stream, and people agreed. What's outside in certain developed places, America, Canada, America, Canada, England, and places, are not the same
mhm,
belief system in Jamaica. Because the reason why
yes,
a person could have even tried to diss me and others yesterday is because of what Jamaica stands for, or what they perceived Jamaica stand for. You understand me? Because them believe that
mhm,
people cannot say anything objective or talk about anything. And when I knew that definitely that's a part of our culture, one day a guy called me and asked me about to do something. And if you ever hear the ridiculous sum of money it would have cost me to do that thing. And then the
mhm,
next person that sent him to me, his report was, I want to some of them people here. Them not just pay them money and
mhm,
then when the people them turn up, them see the people them. So you cannot ask for
mm.
receipts, you cannot act a certain way. It's just like a
I
bully
think I know what
thing.
you're talking
So
about.
so
I
so
think I know
so
what you're
you
talking
you
about.
can't say, oh, you should be able to criticize. That not exists in Jamaica. You can't criticize nobody because if you criticize somebody, you're bad mind. That is the first thing they're gonna tell you in Jamaica. So in our society, even if people know it and saw it on TV in Jamaica, it don't exist. You cannot criticize people. You're either gonna get killed or you're gonna get blamed that you're bad minded. You cannot, even when you have a valid claim to say you're criticizing it, they're gonna say bad mind, or you're gonna have a fight with someone. It don't work. So we have a different society in Jamaica. So I would not say in Jamaica that exists that you can criticize people and you don't get no repercussions, right? Immediate repercussions behind it. You get me? So overseas you could do it. You get me? But no,
You're
may not believe
supposed to
that.
be able to criticize the coach and everybody.
No,
You know what I mean?
no,
You're
you
supposed to
you
be
don't
able
do
to
that.
say your point
Bec-
and
look,
get it right.
before going away, Jermaine, you think say no name vlogger can disrespect the coach and talk certain way and get them on the program?
No,
All
no,
right. So
no.
that explain my case. So if people are worried about what I'm saying, make people talk bad about none of them and save them come on nobody program. Then you realize what me I say. It's just something that no care how no feel bad say me attack it. You no know a facts me attack. It is a
Okay,
facts.
and I'm gonna touch on something that you said. It's true. There's a few bloggers, and I understand. And there was a guy that I follow on another thing, and he went on a channel, and I'm gonna come around to you and the same conversation here.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, why is he so calm and cool on the channel? And when the guy come off, he said, listen, it was my first time on the platform and I want to go back. So I didn't want to hit them too hard. I just go easy and come off. Okay. I leave it at that. There was another time when you have Mr. Speed on your show,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a lot of you guys was on the show, and there's something that I see. And you guys were going easy with him. I wasn't saying that, you know what I mean, that you guys should tell him about him mother and him this and that, right? But you guys were going easy with him. I think you did ask him a few questions that was tough, to be fair.
Yeah,
But
and you said that to me,
for the most
and
part,
what I said to you in response. Remember, the guy said he was not gonna come on if we are gonna behave a certain way, and I said, but we have never behaved a certain way. We just ask all the tough questions, and then we said
yes.
we are gonna
And during
behave,
the
and that's how he came
interview,
on. Yeah, continue.
you know, you guys were going and talking and, you know, joking a little bit and ask some question. But almost the end of the interview, that was JFF boss with him. He was driving the bus while he was talking.
Yes,
And I was like, what the hell is this?
because it's more
This is like
welcoming.
the biggest.
Yeah, because it's more welcoming now because they don't see we as threat, you know. Because before it looks like we were the ones that trying to get rid of them out of their position. So why would they want to do anything with us? Why would they want to do
And that's
anything with us?
understandable. That's the
You
yeah,
know?
and that's understandable. That's understandable. That's understandable. If anyone don't understand that, you know, because I'm not gonna come onto your program if you're hostile to me, right?
Yes.
If you're gonna be
No,
hostile to me, I'm not coming onto your
but
program.
that's you being a caller, but not you representing you not representing Jamaica and have a duty for the people them to turn up because there
Yes,
is
but
standards in life. Yeah, continue.
also there's another blogger. I'm not gonna call it a name. That blogger, if you criticize that person block you. And that is not the way we do things. As long as I don't tell you about your mother or curse you, right? It's
Yes,
just my thing. We can have a healthy debate. I disagree with you. You
yes.
just block somebody. You know, you know, you right to criticize and right to push back on a report you think is not right. But you disagree with somebody right away, you block them. How can you be a journalist if you don't want to get another opinion?
No, because
Right?
I've blocked a few guys on this channel, but it's when they come off with flat out lies and when you prove it to them and say, see the truth here, it's
No,
not
that's a
lie, and
different story.
they still lament on it and I say that them say and that them
No,
not
I know
change
what
and
you're
them I tell
talking
about your
about.
mother. Once them I tell about your mother, I just
Yeah.
block them, and
No,
once
that's
them not
different.
subjected to no change, me just block them. Come realize say
That's
someone
different.
sent them
That's different.
for cause problem. Yeah, but me get what you're saying.
No,
Me get
that's
what I
different.
agree.
If you give someone the platform and say, come on and show the proof, and they can't do it, and still are spewing something that's not true, that's different. Oh, I would get rid of you in 20 seconds because you spreading, you know, you just out there spreading some rumors. You can't prove it. That's totally different. But I'm saying, in order for us to have a head to the, you know, I mean, this is the goal. It's about making Jamaica's football much better, holding those in leadership accountable,
Yes,
right?
that was the goal.
And
That was the goal. I don't necessarily think it is the same goal today. You understand me?
so what's the goal today then?
I think the goals today is people expand and they have different motives now because that was because remember in life at least let me tell you about this space because when I came here with enough clout to change everything, and I did change everything. With what because the way I do act. Like when I came here, it's more like everybody a Jamaican and nobody nothing nowhere like me. When I came here, it made me feel like I'm not Jamaican. But I'm saying, okay, maybe I'm out too long. I'm out too long, so I'm gonna learn and see what they have to offer. But I still had enough clout that people had to come and know who I am. And my style was completely different. It started change people. So it started create a divide from normal Jamaican people and me. Because I would not stand for certain things. Because in this world, people would not stand for that. You understand me?
JD,
So
let me stop you for a second. What do you mean by normal Jamaican people?
when I said normal people inside Jamaica, because remember it's a different culture inside Jamaica than what's in Belgium. Even Maggie here said it out of his own mouth. Said it was hard to fit in because the culture is vastly different. You understand me? So
Yeah,
you
but I
hear the
was saying
reality
to you,
now.
I left from Jamaica 28 years ago, right?
Yes, yes,
28
yes.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I left. And I go
That's
back
a
every year, sometimes about 2, 3 times a year. I just come back from Nanga last week. I think
yes.
I
You
tell you
told
that.
me. You told me. Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Can nobody tell me something not Jamaican? I tell me something different. I will lose my red stripe there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So not because me and you not there. We are still Jamaican dogs.
Yeah.
And nobody can take that from me.
But that's just me. That's what I thought at first. But you realize yesterday here some people you hear them come in, um, and them a this up, then them a this and them a that, and one came and one day we just don't like you because
Mhm.
you sell out to the
No.
enemy. You get me?
Mm-mm. Man, let me
And
tell you what
then
I
one
saw when
time,
I went down there one day.
no,
And I think
but
this
let me
was
get
that.
let me just get to this one. And then one time, I just questioned something because people was actually saying that there's no black player in the England team, and I went there and found three black players. And the man them start make it look like say, you remember the facts me just bring the facts me just bring to you. So you know not just need to go to the screen and see if there is three black players. Oh, people come now, them not black enough to be black. You sell out to white people, actually there with this and you there with that. And brother them, anytime you bring the truth to them people, yeah, something just run through them head wrong. And it just gone all over the place. And that started a big separation from my channel because my channel was actually growing back nicely after the problem. And then people start over the channels start saying that me sell out to this and me sell out to that and sell a bag of people for try make it look like say me a man we are running behind white people and sort of foolishness. And me I say, damn, me come for help some of them people and physically take my own capital in the same white country me I run up and down. And look how them people are the man, the man them can't even comprehend something. So
You know what?
sometimes it do hurt my feelings, man. Like I'm saying, what is wrong with these people, man?
Yeah.
They
But
don't even know when
like
people
me, I
helping
can
them.
tell you this, JD. I can tell you this. Me and you live overseas for a long time. And like I said, I don't know how often you go back, but I go
No,
back
no,
once
I
a year,
don't go
sometimes two,
nowhere.
3 times a year.
I don't go
And
nowhere.
I'm telling you this. I have conversation with people who just then start realize now
Mm-hmm.
that guys, the level of coaching down here is bull crap, right? The level of coaching is nonsense, right? I just come. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna send you the video. I'm gonna lie me a tell. I come back from Jamaica last week, and I was passing by a primary school, and it was about 30 kids. They were all playing with one football. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
One football. 30 kids, one football. How is this gonna better us? I'm talking PE time, right? So I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna donate 6 more balls to them, right? This is the stuff I grew up with. What, like 50 of us are playing with one ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the level of coaching down there too, right, is not standard because you know someone who used to coach, we swear to God, so them have license and this and that. Come to find out they don't have jack,
Yes, yes,
right?
that is true. That is true.
To a friend of mine, he was coaching, he was the assistant coach to a prominent high school. I'm not gonna call the name. And he's over here now, and he was like, man, they're robbing the children them out there because he realized the stuff that he was doing was nonsense. And
Mm-hmm.
he was a third assistant coach to a prominent high school. Didn't have a badge, didn't have nothing. And
Yeah.
this guy was the third coach. If the head coach call out, or the next one call out, he was the head coach, and he don't know nothing.
Uh,
And so
yeah, continue, continue.
when I tell some guys the right, so the level of coaching that we see over here, and when we explain to them, it's not like so we are look down upon them and tell them say nonsense no matter. It's just that there's something that me and you see overseas that's different, and it's working.
Yes, and others, and you have to always remember, this conform thing is a thing, it's a pure pressure thing. We stuck in our culture, like it's a bullyism. So even when you learn something and come back to them to tell them, they would have waited on a white. It sounds silly, but they would have waited on someone else to come and tell them just because you're from here. You understand me? Because I saw a situation
Yeah.
yesterday, I laughed till I nearly died because a woman said to me, "But JD, everything that this guy came and said to Simon today, you said it. You literally built a program and said it a couple days ago. Well, and people say a bad mind when I
Well,
was
as I
actually
said to
support.
you, I used to get a, 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 what you talk about. certain players, right? So Damon was not technically. And I used to, what backside that boy, man. But we didn't love the youth of boy. And I'm just talking about some of the players, local players, them. They're
Yeah.
good, but they're just not, they're good players, but they're not grade A, right? And so I see it for myself as time goes on, and I say, okay, I see what JD is saying now, right? And so we as Jamaicans, have to look into ourselves, right? The Tyreek, what you call it, fans,
Yeah, man, we have to be a,
um,
we have to be a,
Maggie fans.
we have to be actually a bit more welcoming. The thing that we said we
I
are,
seen,
we need to
yeah.
be.
I used to have a brethren that think that Tariq Magee, you know what I mean? It was the best thing ever. And when I asked him, when see Maggie play, him say schoolboy football. I said, do you see him play for Abbeville? Him said, no. And so this is where some of these people get their measuring from schoolboy football,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so this is some of the thing where somebody who know the game and somebody who doesn't know that you cannot measure anybody off of Jamaica schoolboy football. It is not a grade.
Yes, and
And, and
but look at it. Even I went and watched the same video, and I listened to Mr. Algrimson. You don't hear Mr. Algrimson. Anybody with educated, they tend to start they talk in the same line because they literally said the same thing about the schoolboys that they need to see them against bigger players because the levels are astronomically wider. No matter how talented you are, you have to prove it because we are in the results business, and that's how you get analytics. If a person don't do
yes,
anything, him can't tell you over there, so same can do everything. You understand me? You have to come and do the everything. So I see it in my books, and then you pass the threshold that I need to progress myself. I saw Errol said, JD, you're too far away from Jamaica. All right, that is fair enough. But if you knew my life, Errol, I think this is the best thing ever happened to me. I don't even think if I had stuck in England would have been a good thing. I think if I had stuck in England would be worse for me because all of my family lives in England, and I think I need a reality check because I've become a better person and a different person, and something that I think Jamaica need. You know? Yeah.
I don't know that person, but I will say this, and it won't be rude. I was like, everybody has an opinion, but sir, like for me, I live overseas and I travel and I go to places and I come to
Yeah, but
Jamaica
maybe
three
because you're
times
in
a year.
America, he's saying that I live too far.
But Belgium is a soccer country,
Yeah, but he's
right?
saying
So
Jamaica, like he's talking about the relationship of Jamaica. Like it's hard for people to see me um
as a Jamaican,
it's hard for to see me as the same as oh you would be in America because remember I've always said America, United States and Canada, or they are like this similar style of Jamaica. You can always
this is
fit in.
some of the dumbest things I ever heard. I'm serious.
Yeah, but
Pacha live, Pacha live over there, right? So you want to tell me that all the Jamaicans,
hmm
right, that live in Mexico, that live in places that you never heard of,
hmm
right?
hmm
They are, yeah, you know what? Let me just skip that conversation and just move on to
No,
another one.
but to be
This is my
honest,
final.
finish your point so we can just chop it up and then down the
This,
stream.
this
Come
is my
here,
final
humbly
question,
wanna
and
say,
then I
JD,
leave.
you always find a way to turn your program in Jamaica versus you or Jamaica versus the diaspora. I don't know what he's talking about here.
I am not. I don't know. I'm not even getting.
Oh,
But anyway,
yeah,
this is my
yeah,
final
continue.
topic, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
I heard Mr. Speed was saying, because I listened to all the program when they come on.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that he thought he could have coached, but when he went overseas and I see some stuff, and it come out of his own mouth. It come out of Craig Butler mouth. Them say to the lots of them say
Mm-hmm.
when them go overseas, the coach of Trinidad, there's a coach of whatever say, the man say, man, when them go overseas and realize, he said, what the hell? You know, but here's my point now. If them go overseas and realize that their coaching was behind, right? Why wasn't this not a national crisis? When they realized that if them a big coach, right? Cavaliers was a top team in the country and he's winning, and overseas he
Mm-hmm.
lacking that. That should have been an urgency.
Yeah, but I thought, but
You know,
it's not like he's the president that he could make change in instant because he said once he went there and learned that um that's a situation he never really knew much. He starts to change his attitude towards certain things and start to learn and then start to help people to show them that they never knew either. You understand me? So I thought it just was a reality check, and then now he starts to try and implement it. But it's hard to implement something when the people have a specific behavior, because just
Well,
because you
I
gonna know
get
it, you
that
know,
point you're
you have a you have
saying,
a fig, you have a
but
figure
I
a way to
know he
accept it.
I know he have influence in the JFF, right? No, and I know that for a fact, right? And I'm not just saying that. But my point is this though. It is a national urgency for all of them who come back. Because come back and relate to relate to as a as a look, man. Me I come back from over so and the stuff we're missing, we like 10 years behind. This is a national urgency. That's just my point. Where was that saying? Where was that urge? You know what I mean? That call. And you were right. He was not in charge. Blah blah blah. But I do think that him and others go overseas and have influence. Another thing that he said was that every year they get they get a report from FIFA,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a grade that show them where their grade is, because
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
grade them off other teams. They grade them off other teams in the region,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
if they get a report every year from FIFA, a separate, I guess it's something that
But
me and you doesn't
but the
see,
problem, Jeremy,
right?
Jeremy, the problem is you keep on not putting who we are as a person in the total sum of the end result. Remember the man them always tell us, eh? Them big, fast and strong, and the way how them do things, them feel like said that are the best outcome. Mr. Speed literally said that on programs before. He make a big U-turn. So you have to look at the persons who we are as a culture and realize say that it has in those. So when them that get them program there, them still I say, yo, we did just last 1-0 via Mexico. We just did this good in other. We just got the finals in the Gold Cup with local players, so we can keep on push remix it one more time. Because as long as the fans them now complain, we can remix it one more time. So it still come back to what we are as per people, and we do it according to that. But the problem is, Jamaica brand is so worldwide in terms of the diaspora. In terms of the diaspora, people have different standards. So now the diaspora them coming in, they're gonna have a different standard. The persons that buying things will have a different standard. So everything starts change now. So you have to if they want the money because they don't have the corporate sponsors that they do want, but they realize that they could have
Yeah.
sell more jerseys. So they're trying to appease to the people that's buying jerseys now, that which would be the diaspora. So they have to start go the educational route. They have to start go the educational route. You understand me? And that's what's happening right now in Jamaica, and why they are changing to for the better, because that's the only way they can survive. You get me? People keep talking about the money, what they got from Adidas. That alone can't do nothing. You understand me?
No,
Yes.
that alone
So
can't do
they need
anything.
more and they need to stay afloat. So they have to put in good things. But finish up, Big Boss. Finish up, Big Boss.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
make
So
that
I'm
echo.
not gonna say, man. Whoever is listening, what the call listen. I'm not here to bash Jamaica's football. I just hope that the leaders are listening, and we can improve in the coaching. You know, money is not everything, but if we can if we can realize that other countries are making changes and sacrifices, that's something that we have to do, to be better as a nation, and it start from the grassroots up and up. And so my aim is to say Jamaica football much better, and I will speak the truth wherever it lies. Just the truth about the system, federation, this, that. All right, big boss. Let us come off and
Respect.
go and listen.
Yeah, man. We are gonna get a
Yes.
slight feedback. But thanks for calling in here, Jeremy.
Yeah, man. All
All
right.
right. All right, so that's Jeremy, and yeah, man. So we see our brother, Ryu. Yo, a long time we don't see Ryu, man. Big up, man. Happy New Year, man. Hope all is well with you and the family, man. Stuff. You literally find me on a new channel. Too long, me not see you. Me literally get 2 new channels and build 2 new channels, and you just come back. So hope all is well with you and the family, man. All right, yeah, man. So let me just answer a few more comments and we're done. Just yeah, man, hit the like button, share, and definitely subscribe. Thanks everyone that have actually subscribed on both channels on the recent videos. Sometimes it's gonna come off a certain way, but we still go back towards people comprehending things. You know, if you can't do it, it's gonna always be a problem for you, and then maybe you have to just stay at the back of the class. I just say go. You know, so come here, my boy, I say I always have a turn something or something. It's called conversation. And if you have a problem, it naturally leads back to the same conversation. Always remember that humble one. Humble one, you're too humble. Research that part. Anytime you have a problem, no care what you do, no care how much time you try jump over it, it's going to go back to the same problem. All right? Yes. And we have a problem that we cannot avoid. We approach everything sometimes even when we are not best suited for it. We think that we can always beat the odds, and sometimes we don't need to go that route. We have the money, so we just pay the money and do the normal thing because the money came to you like how it came to others, and they're doing it just the same. It has to be something wrong why you can't get the sponsorships that you do desire. You understand? It has to be something wrong. So you have to alter those things and improve it in the future. And that's the whole saying, you know? Yes. So as what we said right here, we saw that Puerto Rico literally invested heavily in USA, USA's personnels. You know why? Because it worked for them 2 times in the ladies football and even in the men's football as well. So they are just going back to the same route because it worked for them. You get me? So we don't have to wait until no, clearly we're not gonna fully do the right thing. So I don't know when we're gonna what metrics we're gonna take to see if it works. We can't keep putting 5 man in or something and then blame the 5 man when something fail and say you want to revert back to your 20 people. So that is just a little manipulative technique to get what you want. You understand me? And that's why I've always said, once it comes onto these discussion, I will definitely want, I would definitely want the best coach. And the best coach will have would not be a Jamaican coach at this point. I'm very sorry. It would not be a Jamaican coach at this point. So I would take the best coach, and the best coach would have to search for things to keep him his job. You get me? Because we can hold people accountable, but they have to be outside. You understand me? Yes. Yeah, so that's why I said I would want that person, and maybe it could be a kickstart because we are in a good point where in which we have a lot of people doing academies in Jamaica, so the players are improving. That is very good. I've talked about that every day. They are improving. You get me? But at the same time, we still have to stick to what we have. I've heard people said to me last time, so what we're gonna do, just take English guys them and leave them? No, we will never do that. We'll always have to just pick the best players, period, and stop finding different standards and different loopholes to tell me that no, this have to happen. No, it proved that 15 years old left their country to go to other countries. So we don't want to hear those misinformation anymore. Those things are not needed. Because all of these teams, almost all, we're not going to say all, but almost all of them literally left them country and go to other places to play now. So we can put that out of the classroom to say that certain kids will not travel. I told you from 15 years old worldwide to 17, that's when footballers learn the most things to be stable. To be stable. But in Jamaica that don't apply. It's when you're 18, 19, 20, you start the same thing that the man at 6, 15 to 17 doing. In 20, no, I wouldn't put it 20, 21, they start to do the same thing. You understand me? These mans are traveling in their own country, going from game to game and doing all sorts of things. So they're highly responsible personnel. And that's what I had said to you guys. So that's where I'm going to stop it. At least it proved to you. So anytime people said young kids don't go anywhere, and I said it was a lie, and that's not true because what I'm seeing here, young kids, Kevin De Bruyne on his own from his 13 years old, 13, he left his home to go and look a future. All right, and that happened a lot of times in Europe, a lot of time. No kid at 13-year-old not going out in no football world in Jamaica talking about they're going to look a future because we're going to say they are kids and this and that. No, you have to make these people mature the proper way because that's what's happening now. So we can take that, we can throw that away, guys. You have young kids scouring the globe to do things. You saw that day I posted an article 88 of the Italians them worldwide came to Italy and under 15, so they're 14 and 13 years old, and they come to Italy to come and try out for Italy. So that simple tell you that people they are much more inclined to do certain things because they want it to be done and it's a part of their development. All right, yeah, man. So we left it right there. We have reached the 250 mark. Thanks very much for passing through again. But as you know, it's an informative show, so we'll always keep it an information. All right. So thanks everyone that passed through, man. Everyone that hit the like button. We will keep doing this thing over and over. All right. So big up. Bless up. Rayo, man. Hope all is well, man. We are good, man. We are good. We are good. All right. I researched that Europe is different and FIFA do have guidelines. Yes, sure improvement, yes. But I want you to make sure when we're talking here, you put those research into action, and anywhere you go, especially in the Jamaican space, because we truly need it. You know, you guys put the research into action, so you educate people along, so you can reach to the top in the end, because it's gonna take a lot of work, because then people are stuck in their own ways and them know everything, you know. Yeah, man, massive respect, man. Sure improvement. Thanks very much, man. Peace out, guys, and just have a nice, wonderful day and take care of yourself, yeah?